Hi there, and welcome to an event we have all been waiting for. This is where the journey begins to find out who exactly is the best heavyweight fighter in the world. It's Pride Fighting Championships Total Elimination 2004. I'm Mauro Ranallo, alongside color commentator extraordinaire El Guapo Basrun. How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm doing great, especially after he said extraordinaire, man. I'm extraordinaire, that's great.
Well, you are simply the best. And speaking of the best, boss, we have 16 of the top fighters on the planet vying to see who is number one in Pride when it comes to the heavyweights, and 3 top fighters who many of the MMA experts and many of the fans who will be filling up the Saitama Super Arena believe will be at the Final Four at Final Conflict in August are heavyweight champion Fyodor Emelianenko, interim heavyweight champion Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and the Croatian sensation Mirko Krokop. Now, boss, one, of course, cannot discount the talents of their opponents, because, as you know, anything can happen in a tournament of this nature. Having said that, who do you think is the dark horse to win the Grand Prix?
Ooh, that's a difficult one, okay? Because anybody, the rest of the 13 fighters, you mentioned 3, but all the other 13 could be a dark horse. Like you said, a tournament, you don't know what's going to happen in a tournament. Let's not forget we have Mark the Hammer Coleman, who is the 2000 Grand Prix champion, okay? And he's entering. We have Mirko Krokop, we got all the other guys. We got Sam Shield, we got Stefan Leko, we have Murillo Ninja, we got anybody could be a dark horse.
From top to bottom, 8 tremendous bouts comprise round number 1. It's another landmark event brought to you by the #1 MMA organization in the world, Pride Fighting Championships. So sit back, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready to enjoy this thrill ride. It is, after all, boss, what?
Total Elimination 2004.
Wounded, we are inside the state-of-the-art venue known as the Saitama Super Arena, and this is it, the premier mixed martial arts event of the year. It is Total Elimination 2004, where 16 of the top athletes in MMA are vying to become the Grand Prix heavyweight champion.
It's wild. Look at the picture here. Look at the finger. Look at the hand. And again, we have to shout to overcome our own voices here. The noise inside this arena is so extremely loud, you cannot believe it.
And what separates Pride Fighting Championships from any other organization in the world is the attention to detail. The production values are unbelievable. In fact, that symbol of supremacy you see in the ring, that finger indicating number 1 as we see the fighters, cost boss $200,000 US alone.
Hey, I don't know if I made such a lot of money with that with my hand, $200,000. I don't think so, but I come close.
And now the fighters are being introduced to the crowd. A Texas crazy horse, Heath Herring, who not too long ago was rated the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship. There you see the Russian fighter Sergey Haritonov, who could indeed be a fighter to look forward to advancing in this tournament.
Yep. Murillo Ninja, he's back.
One of the most feared strikers is Shoot Box's Murillo Ninja Hua, who will be facing Haritonov here tonight in round number 1.
Look at this picture.
7 feet, 2 inches tall, 385 pounds. Giant Silva made his debut against Heath Herring at Shockwave. Lost that fight, but since then has been training on the ground, and he'll be facing this man, making his MMA debut, no stranger to Japan, former sumo wrestler Sentodio Henry Miller.
Yep, and he looked good. I saw some previews of him boxing. He has some good boxing skills. Big Gan McGee from the United States of America.
His debut in Pride was a loss to Heath Herring, but Gan McGee is going to face someone his own size tonight when he takes on this tremendous striker from Holland, a member of Golden Glory in Sammy Shields.
Wow, look at this. Look at it.
A tremendous signing for Pride. One of the world's greatest kickboxers, Stefan Blitz Leko, makes his debut tonight.
Wow, look at the crowd cheering for Kevin Randleman. This is great.
The monster is here in Total Elimination 2004. And boss, look at the shot of the crowd. Saitama Super Arena is rocking. Everyone anticipating this tournament.
There we have it. Whoa! He's going to have a tough fight, Mr. Yokoi.
Yokoi undefeated at 10-0 puts that perfect record on the line against Nogueira. There he is, the defending Grand Prix champion. Mark the Hammer Coleman getting a very vociferous applause here from the crowd, and he also looks forward to doing battle in our main event against the Pride heavyweight champion, Fyodor Emelianenko.
And there we have him, Ogawa. Whoa, what is he going to do? Ogawa.
A thunderous ovation for Naoya Ogawa, 1992 silver medalist in the Olympics in judo.
Mirko Prokop. Man, the Croatian sensation, he's getting a standing ovation. You see, I can rhyme too.
This is a star-studded affair. There he is.
Wow.
Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, Boss Rutan, before all is said and done at Total Elimination 2004, heading towards final conflict in August. Emelianenko Fyodor, we could see at the unifying of the heavyweight championship.
And look at him, he's smiling. He wants to be there. Wow. Okay, Marito. It's time to begin, I guess.
16 superstars, each and every one of them want to be the best heavyweight fighter in Pride, and we're about to find out which 8 will go on to Critical Countdown in June.
Party on, party on. Whoa!
How was your mindset coming into your first round opponent?
Well, I'm getting ready to go. Just right now, we're just got to concentrate on this guy. We don't know a whole lot about him.
Talking about your opponent, Takahashi, you say you don't know very much about him. Obviously, a pancrase veteran has won majority of his decisions via submission. So is that something you'll have to avoid, taking it to the ground with him?
No. I'm not. I think I do have to watch out for some of his submissions, as always, with anybody I fight. But I feel also very confident on the ground with my submissions. So it's not that I'm afraid of that.
All right, well, you are one of the more charismatic fighters on the Pride roster. You always have a nice surprise when it comes to the hairdo. Do you want to show everybody a bit of the hair right now?
It's not going to look very good right now.
You don't want. Well, just give them a little
gel,
pic.
you know?
Well, just take a look in the camera. And actually, Heath, why don't you just tell everybody in TV land right now what it's like to take part in the first round, and maybe give them one of your trademark yells from back home. Coming up, it's Heath Herring versus Yoshiki Takahashi here at Total Elimination 2004. Boss, what is the report? In fact, what is the Rutan report on Herring?
Good name, Rutan Report.
There you go.
Let's keep that name.
We'll keep that name.
Okay, Heath Herring improved a lot in striking. Stamina, super improved. He's very good. His stamina is very good. His ground and pound, especially from the side mount, is very good. So with that said, if we have the old Heath Herring back, you know, like 4 fights ago, everything is cool. We saw the old Heath Herring back in his last 2 fights, but it took a while. It took like later into the fight when he finally shook off that ring rust and he came back. So I think when he comes in with no ring rust, he should do really good.
Okay, what about Takahashi? What are the keys to victory for him?
Takahashi, okay. Rutan report on Takahashi. Takahashi, I fought him before actually in Pancrase.
He broke his shin in Pancrase.
I did. God, I'm
Grizzly
good.
stuff.
Anyway, Takahashi's good with leg locks. Heath Herring is wearing shoes. I don't know if that's a very smart idea to do with Takahashi because he's a good submission artist. He's got very good suplexes, so if he gets your back, he will throw you, trust me. Also, he's got good hands. So I think from the whole Pancrase clan, let's say it like that, he's one of the guys with the best hands.
All right, well, Heath Herring is one of our dark horses, and it will be the Texas Crazy Horse taking on the Pancrase veteran, and it's coming right up. All right, boss, we kick off Total Elimination 2004 with Heath, the Texas Crazy Horse Herring, taking on Yoshiki Takahashi.
we see Kengo Watanabe in the corner. Yoshiki Takahashi.
Takahashi is 35 years old, 5'9", 214 pounds. Herring is 26, 6'4", 238 pounds, so obviously at the outset, boss, Herring has the reach advantage and the weight advantage, and we'll see if that comes into play immediately. Takahashi, of course, a Pancrase veteran, the first Pancrase heavyweight champion, while Herring continues to try to rehabilitate his career. It wasn't so long ago that he was the #1 rated Pride heavyweight contender, but suffering 2 crushing defeats at the hands of Mirko Krokop and Fedor Emelianenko back-to-back. Since then, he's been on a 3-match winning streak, his last victory coming against another participant in this tournament, against Gan McGee at Pride Inferno.
Okay, here we go. Front kick, high kick, a middle kick, actually. Oh, something already happened. I think something for the glove. Aye. That's not good. I think he kicked his own hand into his eye, his finger. He didn't do anything. He kicked his arm, and then I think that his own thumb went in his own eye.
Of course, here, Herring pleading innocent, and Herring always with the colorful hairstyle, this time sporting a blue and blonde mohawk. And there's another kick. And of course, Herring has the good stand-up skills.
Yeah, but so does Takahashi. He's got some great hands. Front kick. It's exactly what his game plan was that he told me. Keep him away.
And Takahashi has always employed that go-for-broke style, and there is a looping right hand that misses by Takahashi. Another high kick, which is blocked by Takahashi. So right now, they continue that feeling-out process, each of them testing each other's arsenal. Again, 1 10-minute round, 2 5-minute rounds here in Pride as we kick off round 1 of this tournament. Total Elimination 2004. Big crowd on hand here at Saitama Super Arena. Push kick there by Herring.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Oh, and a high kick. It's very difficult to see what he's actually going to do because he makes a front kick and then a round kick to the body. Look at this. Takahashi's very good.
Knees to the head by Takahashi.
Takahashi's in real good position right now. If he keeps doing this, that could be danger.
And this is an area where Takahashi may be able to take advantage of Herring, although Herring does employ some tremendous submission skills of his own. But right now, Takahashi continues to go to work with the knees to the head, boss.
Yeah, and Herring is already looking at his corner, and he's nodding.
Saying that I'm not in trouble.
Nothing going on. You see, he's blocking everything. As long as he keeps looking at the knees of Takahashi, which is a very important thing, because it's always, I tell everybody, it's the blow that you don't see that will knock you out.
2 minutes have elapsed here in round number 1, and it's Takahashi continuing to pepper Herring with those knees, and while not damaging Herring greatly, they must be taking the toll.
Yeah, of course, but there we go. Herring is up.
Great job by Herring to spring up, and now he is the aggressor.
Going for an ankle pick, it looks like, single leg.
But nice sprawl, good takedown defense being employed by Takahashi, but you can see Herring just bullying him, maybe again showing that weight advantage as he has.
And he's got him on his back, but he's on the guillotine. He's got one arm in between. He should get out of this. He should look to the side. He should dig his own jaw into the rib cage of Takahashi right now.
Turn to the side is exactly what Herring should be doing. And you're right, the arm is blocked. They're in the corner here. Takahashi, though.
There is nothing. He can waste a lot of power here, Takahashi can. There is not a lot. He's out.
And he pops his head out, does Herring.
And this took a lot of power out of Takahashi's arms. He's going to get fatigued in his arms.
Bring up a very good point, boss, as he expended all kinds of energy from the bottom, and now the referee is going to restart them in the same position in Takahashi's guard.
He's already holding an arm, so it looks like he's going to go for an armbar, but he is blazing away with hammer fists. Who says that hammer fists are not effective? Look at this. And as you can see, he doesn't really hit it with the soft part of his hand, but with the bone, you know, with the bone of the wrist. A nice hook right there.
And Herring now going to work on the body is Herring with those left hands, and now one shot to the head, and Herring busy going downstairs and upstairs, has the high base.
Good, he works the body and then goes to the head. That's a perfect combination. A little bit, yes. Mix it up with
And
right
there's some
straight or
hammer
hammer
strikes.
fist.
Or hammer fists, and call it any which way you want to, boss. Takahashi calls it pain at this stage of the game. We are into the 5th minute of round number 1. And it's been a seesaw battle, but now it's Herring on top in the guard of Takahashi, and he'll try to pass this somehow, or maybe go for the can opener.
Yeah, he tried the can opener there, but he's fighting against Takahashi. He knows all the submissions. Can opener is easy to escape. You just have to switch your hip to the side, to the left or the right, and it's off.
Takahashi comes into this fight with a record of 26 wins, 17 losses, 3 draws, a veteran at Pancrase, making his first appearance in Pride. Heath Herring, of course, a Pride veteran. His 15th appearance with a record of 10 and 4.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is not the Heath Herring we saw in the last 2 fights. He's going right away from the back. Bang, the bell rang, and he's starting.
And this is the Heath Herring that many fans will remember a couple of years ago in that thrilling title battle. Oh, and he said, this is it. Heath Herring has just knocked out Yoshiki Takahashi
With a back fist, with a hammer fist.
And Heath Herring dispatches Yoshiki Takahashi in round number 1. A game competitor was Takahashi. And there we have it, boss. At 4 minutes and 53 seconds of the first round, the Texas Crazy Horse, Heath Herring, has advanced to the Elite 8 at Critical Countdown coming up in June.
And you know what? I spoke to Bas Boone, the manager of Heath Herring, and he told me this fight is not going to pass 5 minutes. He is going to KO him within 5 minutes. That's what he told me this morning.
You know what, boss? We talked about Heath Herring coming off those crushing defeats last year to Mirko Krokop and Fyodor Emelianenko, having to rehabilitate his career, and he's done it now. This are 4 wins in a row, this one being his most impressive outing yet, and where it counts here at Total Elimination 2004.
Yes, and as you could see a few moments ago in the ring, all the doctors are on Takahashi. It's always about the safety of the fighters. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doctors in the ring, and they all take him out. So there's nothing special going on. Here, shake hands. Everybody happy now. I don't think one is not so happy as the other one.
Takahashi's face looks the worse for wear, but he is standing and walking out of the ring under his own volition. Good to see the Pancrase veteran making his Pride debut. Unfortunately, losing to Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring. But for Heath Herring, my goodness, what a great start to this road to the Grand Prix Championship at Final Conflict in August.
Yes, indeed. Look at this. Look at the replay. Bang. He's got him here at the guillotine, but the arm is in between. And like we always say, once the arm is in between, there is not really a choke. So there's not really something going on. But
and now you see him dropping those hammer fists.
Watch.
Pounding away at the face of Takahashi. Doing a good job, actually, boss, of going upstairs and downstairs. Shots to the body, but right now just simply...
This is the one.
Stunning Takahashi with that shot.
Yep, those are the ones. Look at this. He was stunned, like you said, and then a couple of more. Those are the ones that do the trick. They will vanish, they will vanish. They will end and finish the fight.
So Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring, the first fighter here in the first bout to advance to Critical Countdown, June 20th, here at the Saitama Super Arena.
You're normally 200 pounds. That means you're a middleweight. But you decided to enter the heavyweight division. Why is that?
That's because I wanted to represent my academy in Pride's heavyweight tournament, and that is why I decided to be in it. I hope to win it all and put on a great fight.
What do you think of your opponent? What do you did you watch his tapes? Did you see him fight before he was fighting in Pride?
I think he is a very good fighter in throwing and also very good in submissions. But in Shootbox Academy, we train for everything. So we are very prepared for any kind of situation.
The vaunted Brazilian shootbox team is about to square off with the Russian top team when Murilo Ninja Hua takes on Sergei Haritonov. Boss, you know what it's time for.
The Rutan Report.
Yes, and we'll begin.
On who do you want to have it?
We'll begin with Hua. What are going to be the keys to victory for this great striker from Brazil?
Okay, keys to victory. Let's give him a little report first. Great stamina, great striking, great submissions, good takedowns. He's got the whole package. He's the lightest of the bunch, but with that comes that he's going to have a lot of stamina, like he showed in all his fights. All right, so I think the key to victory here for him is stay out of submissions, in the first round especially, and make your opponent tired, because he's so young and his stamina is so good. He's got to make him tired so he can give the death blow in number 2 or round number 3.
All right, Sergei Haritonov, we've seen on 2 different occasions here at Pride, and yet, even though he's been victorious on both counts, he remains a bit of an enigma, boss.
It is, and you know why? Because he didn't really fight high-caliber fighters. And Murilo Ninja, he did fight high-caliber fighters. I mean, come on, he pretty much fought everybody. So we don't really know what Sergei is made of. We know that his submissions are really good, but can he submit Murilo Ninja? I don't think so, but you never know. We never saw him strike, so we don't know if he's a striker. It's a big question mark here for Sergei. But if I have to go, I would say Murilo Ninja is going to win this fight later in the fight.
Well, we're both looking forward to this one, and it promises to be an all-out war, and it's coming up next.
The next bout here will feature Murilo Ninja Hua taking on Sergei Haritonov, and a lot of people, boss, feel that this could be the fight of the night, in fact, because they are so evenly matched in a lot of ways, especially in the ground game, although a lot of people do question Sergei Haritonov's stand-up game because we haven't really had a chance to see it. We've seen him twice in Pride Fighting Championships against less than stellar competition, let's face it. He made his debut defeating Jason Nobunaga, a kickboxer, and then in our last appearance for Haritonov, he defeated Corey Peterson rather easily. So tonight, his first true test against Ninja Hua. What do you think of Haritonov?
I don't know. The thing that we do know is, like you said, the submissions, and what we know also is that his striking power from the top is real hard. But can he strike the same on his feet? That's the question right here. Can he stop those flying knees from Murilo Ninja and all the power and aggressiveness that Murilo Ninja is going to bring to him? That is the big question mark right here.
He is a wrestler and a Sambo practitioner, so he may go for the leg locks if given the opportunity. And really what put him on the map and gave him the opportunity in Pride was when he defeated in the Tournament of Real Men 8 all of his opponents, the combined time under 2 minutes. So he just stormed through that tournament, opened up a lot of people's eyes, and that is why he is in this tournament now. And in fact, is a lot of people's picks to be a dark horse to go all the way.
Yeah, he looks like somebody who's very solid. His mind is very solid, very concentrated in everything that he does. He takes every opportunity that his opponent is going to give to him. You know, if you make a mistake, he will take advantage of it, and he will armbar you, or leg lock you probably also, or knock you out on the ground. One big question, and again, I'm saying it again, can he do it on his feet, and can he take Murilo Ninja down?
He has a record of 7-1 in MMA. This is, of course, his third appearance in Pride, undefeated at 2-0. And representing the vaunted Shootbox Academy of Brazil, Murilo Ninja Hua, who has been absolutely on fire as of late here in Pride, boss.
Wow, I listen to this music. I love this music. This is the house that we have in Holland, ladies and gentlemen. And look at the siding. Look at this, the setup, the place. It's unbelievable. Let's see how he comes out. Oh, not with a ninja suit this time.
And Hua, indeed, as we allow the best announcer in the game to do her thing. Let's listen. She did her thing right there.
Okay.
All right, Hua is her, of course, a very well put together fighter, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappler, Muay Thai, and a lot of people will tell you that if you want to be successful in MMA, the best two components to possess are BJJ and Muay Thai. And this guy has all the tools.
He's got all the tools, and you have to add one more thing, and that is stamina. And that's one thing that this guy has too. He will go. He's like an Energizer bunny. He will keep going and keep going.
He's coming off back-to-back wins over Alexander Otska and Akira Shoji here in Pride. And he's also tasted defeat, which many fighters will tell you can be a good thing, because from a loss, you learn never to make the same mistakes again. And this guy is very focused, very determined, put on over 20 pounds to make this tournament. And you know that he is, of course, in the same camp of our middleweight champion, Wanderlei Silva, who will be in the corner tonight, and he wants to be a champion as well. Having said that, he will never face Silva for the middleweight championship, put on the necessary weight, and he would like, of course, to advance to final conflict in August. As you can see, Wanderlei in the background there. Gorilla Ninja Hua, Sergey Haratonov. This should be a barn burner.
Yeah, you know what the good thing is? If Wanderlei Silva is preparing himself for a fight, he would like to spar as much as he can with Murillo Ninja, because he says he's the toughest from the whole academy, together with Shogun, of course. But if I can come with him, everything's going to be okay, if I can keep up. Look at the finger.
190 Haratonov is 23, 6'4", weighs in at 230 pounds.
And he has always this grin on his face. And so is Wanderlei Silva and all of the Ghana men.
Who was 23, 6 feet tall, 220 pounds. So they're the same age. Haratonov 4 inches taller, 10 pounds heavier, and look at the stare down. And like I said, this could be indeed a precursor of things to come. I think, Boss Rudin, we are in for a throwdown to the max. In this, our second bout of Total Elimination 2004. The fans are ready.
Flying knee. He's going to come out with a flying knee, I'm telling you. Murillo Ninja, you watch.
Many believe that Haratonov will try to take this one to the ground as quickly as possible. Here they go. They touch gloves as a sign of sportsmanship. Inside cut kick delivered by Hua. Left hand straight through the guard by Hua. Hua goes to his knees, back up to his feet immediately as he was hit by a combination from Haratonov.
That was good left hook there from Haratonov. So we know now his striking is pretty good too. Look, he's throwing his upper body into it, which is good. He doesn't have the pinpoint accuracy, but if it hits, if it connects, could be trouble.
And Hua with that nervous energy in the early going. Oh, tags him with that left hand. And that rocked Haratonov. But Haratonov recovers quickly and hits him with a left of his own. Another low cut kick delivered by Hua. Wild left hand. Well, some nice combinations being put together by Haratonov, but Hua with that overhand right, and now goes into the body lock, which could lead to the takedown here, boss.
Yep, but who's going to get the takedown?
Haratonov showing some good balance. Nice! Uchimata takedown there by Haratonov, a judo throw there, boss.
Yeah, and he's got some good striking from this position. You watch. His right straights, left straights are really strong. He's looking for a leg lock here, Murillo Ninja. But against a sample practitioner, I don't know if that's a smart idea to do. At this moment, he's looking, not anymore. Go straight into the half guard now. Somebody's bleeding. Whoop, nice shot there.
By Haratonov, who looks to have blood perhaps coming from his nose. And boy, oh boy, this is a throw. A nice right uppercut by Haratonov, and he tags Hua. They are exchanging blows, no doubt about it, here in the early going of round number 1. And this is a slugfest.
It's a brawl.
And so no longer is there the question, can Haratonov engage in a stand-up war? This guy is a striker as well as a ground game practitioner.
Yep, we know it now. He can do it all.
A left hand by Haratonov.
Yeah, this is going to come out. Who's got the biggest heart? because they both are hitting hard punches. Ooh, nice left hook there.
And it looks like Hua, boss, almost looks like when he's going for a right hand, almost telegraphing it a bit, the way he's looping it there, as Haratonov seems the crisper puncher right now.
Yeah, absolutely right. And what he does also, if he gives a left straight, he's looking down. Look.
Again, 4-inch height advantage for Haratonov, so it gives him the reach advantage. But don't discount Hua. As Boss Rutten has said on many occasions, this guy's got the stamina, the never-say-die attitude, and we are watching a very exciting opening 3 minutes here between Haratonov and Hua. Hua, of course, goes downstairs with a kick, perhaps setting him up for a takedown.
Yeah, I think he should throw more left low kicks inside leg and
set up a shot.
Yeah, right straight. Nice body shots. Sergey has some good right body shots.
Very focused is Haratonov. Sticking to his game plan. Just firing off those single shots, the left jab, gauging the distance. Nice body shot.
Those going to count, trust me. That could take away the stamina that I was talking about.
Vanderlei Silva shouting out instructions to Hua. Hua now tries to get inside, and that's where he'll have to be if he wants to be successful against the taller fighter. And so far, Haratonov has done a superlative job of keeping Hua at bay.
Yeah, and again, his body shots are perfect. They're not to deliver, but to the other side, which is the milk. And that hurts too. Look at that.
Did you think that they would be standing so late into the round, boss? Here 4 minutes. Many people thought that Haratonov would try to take him to the ground, but so far we're seeing that he is a very effective striker.
Very effective. Again, I tell you now, the fifth time, his body shots. Look at his body shots. Right body shot, and then he gives a left hook to the head. Watch what he does. Body shot and a head shot. Boom, boom, and it goes up.
Doing a very good job, and it looks like those body shots are starting to take their toll. That is staggered Gorilla Ninja Hua. He's along the ropes, and he's gone. He's out. Sergey Haratonov has knocked out Ninja Hua.
Unbelievable.
In stunning fashion, Sergey Haratonov has knocked out Gorilla Ninja Hua to advance to critical countdown in June. What a display by Sergey Haratonov. We knew that he had effective submission skills, but this guy is an awesome striker, boss.
Wow, and he took some punishment in the beginning. Look at him bleeding, but it didn't mean anything to him. He stuck to his game plan. He had the more crisper punches, the body shots with the left hooks to the head, right body, left hook to the head. Very impressive.
And he did it 39 seconds faster than Heath Herring at 4 minutes and 14 seconds of the opening round. Sergey Haratonov vanquishes Gorilla Ninja Hua. There he is, your winner here at Total Elimination 2004. Boss, take it away.
The right hook, and that right hook did it. And you know why? The whole fight, he was setting it up with right hooks to the body. And Gorilla Ninja thought it was going to be a right hook to the body, and suddenly he gave a right hook to the head. You see? He's setting him up nonstop. Body, 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 and at the end was one right hook to the head, and that was the one that closed the deal.
Now, boss, as we continue to look at the replay, that vicious right hook there, and another straight right that staggers Hua, and that left really put him down on the button. To be fair to Ninja Hua, he had to put on 20-plus pounds to enter the tournament. He is a glorified heavyweight at this stage. He has 4 inches of a disadvantage in height, 10-pound disadvantage here. Not to make excuses, but Sergey Haratonov was just too much to handle on this night.
Yeah, way too much. His punches were good. They were getting better and better as the fight was progressing. It was unbelievable. Everything was right on the button. I love, again, a million times, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get sick of me, but you know me, the body shots. That was the trick.
You know,
body, head.
We said that Sergey Haratonov was a bit of an enigma. Hey, the secret is now out. Sergey Haratonov is going to be a force to reckon with in this tournament. He is your winner here at Total Elimination 2004.
I'm here with Giant Silva, and as you can see, he is gigantic. I'm getting a stiff neck by just looking at you.
Yeah. Wait. Don't worry. I got to help you.
Man.
Yeah. There you go. Feel like a me.
Yeah, all your people are small. Small little people.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here now with Henry Centurion Miller making his MMA debut tonight. And first off, Henry, I know that you're from St. Louis, so what's up with the shirt, buddy?
I like basketball.
Last time when we saw you fight, we thought, okay, this is not gonna take one round. You're gonna get tired because you're so big. You're gonna gas out. But for everybody's surprise, you kept going and going and going. And I said, my God, this guy's in a good shape. If you've been working on your shape even more now?
Yeah, I did play basketball before a long time, so I have a good shape to do it. But I train punch and train a little jiu-jitsu, so that's to tell you.
What is the training routine like during the day? You start off. What is the first thing you do in the morning?
Breakfast.
Who have you been training with?
I've been training with Sakuraba and Yamamoto.
So obviously you don't get much better than Japanese legend Kazushi Sakuraba in the Takada Dojo. What has he been working with you mainly on, the ground game?
Sakuraba, he's been teaching me the ground game. And Yamamoto, he is also a heavyweight fighter, so he was helping me out with the punching and tackling.
Are you afraid of his takedowns because he's a sumo wrestler? Are you afraid of that at all?
My friends, I'm training now in New York and New Jersey, exactly New Jersey, because I have friends. I go to train with them, school, jiu-jitsu school, and all. The first thing I want to learn a little better to care my body. So my last fight, guys kicking too much in my legs, so I too slow to think. So now I try to be more fast to think in the fight.
I want to show the people at home the size of him because I'm standing on this stool right now, but look at his hands. If he can grab my head, watch this, he can grab my head. All right.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
A lot of size.
A lot of size. I mean, come on. The giant Silva, he's taller than 7 foot. 7 foot. What we know, with the report, he can take a beating. That's one thing for sure. I mean, he got some low kicks from Heath Herring last time. That was unbelievable, and he was still walking. So he can take a beating. His stamina for a person his size is good. We all thought when he fought Heath Herring that he was going to gas out in the first round. Well, he didn't. It took 3 rounds. At the end of the round number 3, Heath finally got him in a choke. So his stamina is good. It's going to be this guy is a tough cookie, and he's going to fight against Centurion, and he, for what I hear, is a street brawler too, and he's a sumo wrestler. So he's going to be very hard to take down. But, like I said before, he's a sumo wrestler. With a lot of weight comes stamina problems. That's what I always think. And to step into a ring and coming from sumo wrestling against mixed martial arts, all the sumos that we had till this far didn't really do good. But him, because he's a street fighter, might do really good. This is the total question mark for me. I really can't tell who's going to win this fight.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Henry Miller is making his MMA debut. Giant Silva, it's our second look at the over 7 foot giant, and this should be an entertaining thriller. Let's go to the ring now. Boss, let's hope that they've reinforced the ring for this next matchup here in the opening round of the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Grand Prix, because there is going to be a lot of size involved in this one.
In this one, but also in the next one. So yes, I hope they reinforce the ring.
As we await the introduction and look at this shot. Nothing beats Pride Fighting Championships. We've said it on many occasions. It's like a rock concert, a Broadway production, and a sporting spectacle. And tonight, we give you Giant Silva versus Centurion Henry Miller. And Silva, 1992 Olympic Games participant with the Brazilian basketball team.
Giant Silva.
And as he makes his way to the ring, the crowd in awe of this 7'2", 375-pound athlete. We'll remind you that the next time you will see us on pay-per-view is May 23rd, Bushido Volume 3. And what a main event it's going to be, boss, when our middleweight champion Wanderlei Silva takes on Japanese superstar Yuki Kondo.
Yep, that's one that's... I'm looking forward to that one.
Silva made his debut at Shockwave, and he sent shockwaves throughout the Saitama Super Arena when he almost went 3 rounds with the Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring before being submitted. This is his second appearance. And he has been training in the United States with Romulo Bittencourt on his submissions, working on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Many people say that this guy was nothing more than a sideshow attraction. No, this guy is a serious athlete. He wants to learn mixed martial arts, and he has become a committed athlete. And let's see what happens when he takes on retired sumo wrestler, newcomer to mixed martial arts in Centurion.
I don't know, man. It's going to be very difficult for Centurion to take him down. I think he's half his size or something. What we're talking about, a 2 feet height difference. I think that's a lot, you know. You saw with Heath Herring, he couldn't come close because then he got hit. And I don't know. It's going to be a very difficult task, but don't count him out, Centurion, because, like I said before, he's a street fighter. And some guys, they just rush in, take him down.
Obviously, when it comes to Silva's strengths, at the top of the list, just that, his physical strength. We saw him land those sledgehammer-like hands on Heath Herring and almost knock Herring out with one of those. There he is, Giant Silva inside the ring. All right, boss, next up, it is going to be Giant Silva taking on Centurion Henry Miller, the retired sumo wrestler who received a very nice ovation from the crowd here. Giant Silva, 39 years of age, 7'2", 375 pounds, looks in much greater physical condition than when we saw him at Shockwave.
Wow.
Centurion is 34, 5'10", 300 pounds, making his MMA debut here tonight.
And look at that, the sumo stance, the sumo sit down, however they call it.
Henry Miller, a native of St. Louis.
Oh, look at the difference.
Half Japanese on his mother's side, retired February of this year from sumo.
Wow.
And there you see the visual.
And look at the referee.
There's a very famous sumo wrestler. A lot of sumo stars here on hand to support Centurion in his debut with pride.
I bet you he's going to run in. Look. He has to. He's got to come close. Centurion's got to close his distance, otherwise it's very, very dangerous.
Looking very limber on his feet is Giant Silva.
This is what he should do. Exactly, he's got a single leg now. He's got to hook it.
He's got the leg, unable to pick it up. And Silva may just attempt to pick him up and try to do a power bomb-like maneuver, as we have seen in mixed martial arts over the years.
Yeah, he should hook his right leg behind the knee now. Try to take him down. But this is a safe distance to fight. This is not good. He goes around his neck.
Oh, he could get the guillotine right here. Good. Silva, but no, popping out right away was Miller. Now into a butterfly guard there.
Yeah,
even though
he should pass it. He could pass it.
Oh, there's the Silva showing some striking from the bottom. And remember, he has been working with Romulo Bittencourt in New Jersey, the Renzo Gracie Academy. And now just has his hands wrapped around Centurion's neck. And there you see his face just being smothered by the hand momentarily.
Yeah, it's kind of what he did to me.
During the interview, you're correct.
Yep.
Look at the reach advantage. I mean, that right arm just finding its target, even though Centurion is posturing right now.
Boom. Centurio should throw body shots here. There's no way he can reach his head. The only thing that Silva has to do is reach himself up, and then Centurio can never reach his head. So he should go for the body. Hard shots to the body. Fake something to the head, and then go for the body.
Well, he was able to accomplish what he wanted to in taking Silva to the ground. Now with the lefts and rights to the body, as you suggested, boss. So really, how do you think he has to pass the guard here, though, boss? I mean, not being very limited in his knowledge of the ground game. Can he power his way out, being a compact sumo wrestler?
No, as long as Giant Silva holds his feet together, crossed, I don't think he can get out.
And then, conversely, Giant Silva with those gigantic legs, can he maybe squeeze his way to a submission victory here against Centurio?
I actually always thought about that, to do that every day for like 20 minutes, squeeze the bag in between your legs, and then see if you can do it in a fight. Now he should pass. He should pass. He's got the guard.
Silva may even, he's got long legs trying to upkick here. Now he's trying to pass to cross-side position. Centurio's got it.
That's a good position for him.
And there's Kazushi Sakuraba shouting out instructions. And we should mention at this stage that Centurio did spend some time in the Takada Dojo with Sakuraba.
Figure 4 coming up, but there's nothing there. He didn't hook his leg. The only thing that, if he's going to get it, Centurio has to make a head roll. He has to make a head roll, and he's going to be out. The somersault.
So Silva showcasing some of that BJJ that he's picked up, looking for the key lock right now.
Yeah, but he doesn't have one leg locked from Centurio, so there is nothing there. Even if he's going to pull it down on the back, and Centurio makes a head roll, he's going to roll out.
And he's able to, now he's able to even slide it in more. And I know what you're saying, boss, but having an inexperienced fighter like Centurio on, and with the power of Giant Silva, it'll be interesting to see what transpires here. But you're right, Centurio with the side mount, he should be looking at perhaps getting some knees into Silva, but he finds himself in a precarious position here, does Centurio, simply because Silva does have that right arm. And Bittencourt shouting out instructions. Good job here by Silva.
Yeah, because he says you got to lock a leg.
He's got the leg.
He's got to lock a leg. He can still roll out.
He's tapped out. He's tapped out, boss. And via submission, Giant Silva records the victory.
Yep.
Amazingly so, Giant Silva gets Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training from Romulo Bittencourt in New Jersey. Giant Silva picks up the victory at 4 minutes and 4 seconds. And there's a pattern developing here at Total Elimination 2004. That's Romulo Bittencourt. That's Giant Silva's friend Solar in the mask. And boss, we started with Heath Herring going 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Then we saw Sergei Haritonov go 4 minutes and 14 seconds. And now we have Giant Silva go 4 minutes and 4 seconds before he submits Centurio here at Total Elimination 2004 via the arm lock. And Giant Silva is victorious and on his way to critical countdown. Meanwhile, the sumo contingent here disappointed. Nevertheless, a game effort by Henry Miller in his debut. But Giant Silva evens his record, and you have to give props to Silva, boss, in taking his MMA career seriously. He's in way better shape than he was in Shockwave, studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Let's go to the replay, boss.
Okay, here we go. He had the takedown. It was perfect. He should have passed the guard here right away. Did a half guard, did a half butterfly guard. Or throwing bombs. Yeah, what can you say? Everybody at home can see the same thing. Yeah, Centurio, if he would have trained more on his ground game, he could have known that he simply have to make a head roll right now and he's out, you see?
Yep, but it was the Kimura giving Giant Silva the victory. And the big man continues to chase his big dreams here at Pride. And for Centurio, Henry Miller, a disappointed look on his face. But for Henry Miller, perhaps more training, boss. He is a strong man.
Oh, yeah.
Just needs more education. Hopefully continues to work with the likes of Kazushi Sakuraba. He'll be back for another day. And this is what Pride is all about, giving fighters from all kinds of disciplines the opportunity. And Henry Miller, again, a native of St. Louis, A man who was the most successful sumo wrestler not to hail from Hawaii in the United States. Making his debut, but this guy, Giant Silva, color me impressed, boss. He's got a very affable personality. As Romulo Bincourt stops by the broadcast booth, shakes our hands, he's very pleased with his protege. But Giant Silva, a great guy, and you got to feel good for the Giant from Brazil.
I got to feel really good for the Giant, and I am feeling good for him. But you know what? The next fight is going to be Semchil and Gemiki. And I would really like to see the winner between them fight the Giant Silva in the next round. That would be like a real big fight.
That would be very interesting. And you know what? Give the Giant 2 more months of training, and it would be interesting to see what he could do against the likes of Gan Maviki, who fought for the UFC heavyweight title, and Sammy Schilt, who is a world-class fighter. Forward to the next time we are on pay-per-view, which will be May 23rd here at the Saitama Super Arena. And the main event, middleweight champion, there you see him, Wanderlei Silva, taking on Japanese superstar, Pancrase veteran, Yuki Kondo. That should be a tremendous battle. There you see Kondo, who we saw at Shockwave dismantle Mario Sperry.
Yeah, you know, when I was fighting Pancrase, Kondo was there too. And Funaki and everybody always told me, he's not afraid of anybody, anything. So he's not going to be afraid of him. And watch him be serious here. He's got the smile on his face. He doesn't care. He comes in. You better believe, man, that is going to be a match people are going to forget. You watch.
You know, Silva arguably is the most dominant fighter right now in the world. Undefeated here in Pride. Coming off a quick victory over Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa at our last Bushido event, as he makes his way to the ring with purpose. Yuki Kondo already in the ring. What kind of a challenge do you think Kondo will present to our middleweight champ?
You know what? It's like I said before. You know, they have both kind of the same skills, and like I said, Yuki Kondo is not afraid of anybody, so he will face him right away. He's not afraid. A lot of people are afraid of Wanderlei Silva, and it takes away like 20-30% of your power, you know. But if you are not afraid, you fight your own game, that's a whole different ball game suddenly.
Both of them have microphones. Both of them are ready to speak and address the crowd here at the Saitama Super Arena.
Yep.
Yuki Kondo and Wanderlei Silva, of course, they're going to be speaking their native language, and Kondo is just telling the fans that he looks forward to battling with Silva at Bushido Volume 3, and again, the date is May 23rd, fans. Available only on pay-per-view. And don't forget, when you want more information on stars like Yuki Kondo, Wanderlei Silva, make sure you go to pridefc.com, and also for all DVDs, any merchandise, you'll want to go to pridefc.com, the one stop.
Watch what he's going to say. He's going to point at him, and he's going to say, you knockout. Watch.
And as Silva now has a microphone, we can tell you that thanks to our translator, that Yuki Kondo told the crowd that he wanted this fight for a very long time. He's promised that he's going to do his best, and he wants the fans to support him.
Look at Kondo. Kondo has there's no fear whatsoever. I'm telling you.
And boss, the hype has begun.
Yep.
Silva is saying, hey, I'm the champion. I'm going to beat you up. This is my ring. So Silva has laid down the gauntlet, and look at this. The stare down has begun. Yuki Kondo not giving a quarter here, my friend. He's not afraid of Wanderlei Silva.
Not at all.
And Silva has told him that he should be ready to be beaten up again. My friends, this one is going to be very, very entertaining. Vanderlei Silva, Pride middleweight champion, Yuki Kondo, Japanese superstar. It is the main event, and the only way you can see it, of course, is on pay-per-view. Bushido, Volume 3, coming up on May 23rd.
What do you know about GP?
I know he's as tall as me. That's what I know. I know he's about the same weight as me. That's all I know.
Who's got the bigger punch?
I think that I have.
Ah, hey!
What's it going to take for you to beat him tonight?
I think to beat Simi, I mean, he's a great kickboxer, awesome on his feet. It's probably going to take a little bit of a mix of everything. A little wrestling, a little stand-up.
You really like to win a fight now. You don't want to go the distance, do you?
No, I don't want to go the distance. I want to finish it quick.
What do you have to avoid in order to defeat him tonight?
It's going to be weird going with Simi. He's going to have more reach than me, so I'm going to have to watch out for his. I mean, he loves that front kick to the liver. He likes, throwing the big punches. I'm just going to have to keep my head on a swivel and get out of the way.
Boss, what's the scouting report on the tall tree known as McGee?
Okay. Well, last time we saw McGee fight was against Heath Herring. And you mentioned, we were talking this morning at breakfast, he had some problems with stamina. Now, one thing is sure, Heath Herring doesn't have problems with stamina, but that's okay for Gan because he's not going to fight him. He's going to fight Sam Shield, and Sam Shield also is from the same camp as Heath Herring. He will have no stamina problems. So the key to victory here for Gan McGee, I hope that he trained really, really hard and took care of that little stamina problem that he had. Now, I always say to everybody, you learn the most from a loss. Like, if I get armbarred, I probably never would get armbarred again in future fights because that would be a really dumb mistake to make. And it's the same here with Gan McGee. He came in and he had some stamina problems. I bet you that he hit the windmill, the treadmill, he did everything in his power to fix his stamina problem.
And what are the keys to victory for your compatriot, Sammy Schilt?
Keys to victory for Sam is to stay on his feet and just punch and kick. I mean, Sam is one of the best strikers in the world. We have real good strikers this time here at the Pride Fighting Championships. We got 3 world-class strikers, so he is one of the 3. He should keep it on his feet and try to knock him out.
Well, I think it is going to be a stand-up war like you've mentioned, and let's face it, if these 2 guys go down, it could end up registering on the Richter scale. These 2 are both very tall, and we'll just have to wait to see what happens. It's McGee against Schilt, and it's coming up.
All right, boss, we await the next 2 combatants here at Total Elimination 2004. It's going to be another super-sized affair, if you will.
Yep.
Sammy Schilt taking on Gan McGee.
I don't know about this, man. This is going to be like combined 600 pounds, something like that, in the ring. Like I said before, I really would like to see the winner of this fighting Giant Silva.
In the blue corner, from the USA,
McGee coming off a loss to fellow tournament participant and already a winner tonight, Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring at Pride 27 Inferno. He says that his stamina is much improved, and that was something that was evident against Herring. His conditioning wasn't the greatest.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And but like I said before, in the pre-interviews and everything, I know that once you make a mistake like that, next time you won't make that same mistake. So he has been working on his stamina a lot, and let's hope that he's right, because Sam Shield always is in an impeccable shape.
He was a IFC 7 heavyweight tournament champion. Also, something that you know a lot about, a Bas Rutten Invitational veteran. Of course, trains with UFC star Iceman Chuck Liddell, who will be in his corner tonight. A submission wrestler and kickboxer, wrestled at Cal Poly, and also had a UFC heavyweight championship match with Tim Sylvia, losing that at UFC 44 undisputed. But tonight, he will try to defeat Sammy Schilt. And he likes to stand up, not a bad striker. And his victories have come via referee stoppages, the majority of them, boss.
Yeah, you know what? Like we talked about it before already in the pre-fight interviews and the preliminary things. He has to take the fight to the ground.
There you see momentarily Boss Hightower, Semi Schilt. And there another shot of this huge crowd of the Saitama Super Arena. McGee is 27, 6'10", 295 pounds.
That was good pronunciation from the referee, by the way. Let me see how he's going to do this.
Schilt is 37'1", 286 pounds, so they do match up rather evenly, do these two behemoths. Schilt a couple of inches taller, while McGee has 9 pounds on the Dutch Destroyer. Schilt is a Muay Thai practitioner, kickboxer. McGee, an accomplished wrestler out of Cal Poly. So, who has the advantage standing up? One would say Schilt. When they go down, one would have to say perhaps McGee.
That's absolutely right.
And let's hope, Boss, that they go longer than 4 minutes, because so far tonight we've had matches that have lasted 4:53, 4:14, and 4:04, and right away there's a shot.
It's a double leg, and he's going to get it. And he's got it right into the side mount. There's nothing there.
The underhook.
Sam should let him loose.
By Schilt. Just holding him there.
As long as he doesn't waste any power here and just hold him, hook your hands, but don't waste any power because there's nothing there, you know. And Gann is going to get out. Side mount, very dangerous position. He has to go to the guard, which he's trying right now.
Yeah, doing a good job of scrambling is Schilt, but McGee keeping him there as well. And if he has an opportunity, will go to those knees. But now has him in a head scissors, and now
it's going to be like a reverse.
McGee wanting to go north-south almost there momentarily. Back into
mount
full mount now. Top position by McGee. And now just tries to smother Schilt.
Just look to the side. Just to look to the side and you can breathe. That's the whole.
And that's what
trick.
Schilt is doing, the veteran. Heeding the advice telepathically of the greatest here in Bas Rupt. And now
he should start bucking now.
Pound as
he should start bucking, because then Gann needs to find his balance and he cannot punch. It's a very important thing. If somebody mounts you, always explode upwards as hard as you can.
There's McGee's corner, yelling out the instructions to pound. But Schilt doing a good job now of keeping those hands at bay.
And he's got an iron grip. You remember when he fought Fedor?
Better believe it.
He's just holding his hands.
There's some bucking attempts there by Schilt.
Yeah, but it's not explosive.
Not very explosive
bang,
at all.
Bang, bang, you know, it's like pushing up. It's going up. Yeah, I don't want to go into it.
There's a
hammer fist from the side.
Yes, side hammer fist there delivered by Schilt, and McGee already with some blood trickling from the nostril. Not too much going on now as Schilt just busy trying to avoid being punched from the top position. McGee still with the mount, looking for the knee on the belly there perhaps, but no, now he's being brought down by Schilt. And Schilt now is just going to be content, I'm sure, to keep him. Like going for the key lock now looks like is.
Yeah, but from a mount you cannot do anything with key lock. He should just start walking up and try to escape the mount. This is nothing. You got to get out. This is like laying it as a bag on the floor, and there's nothing you can do.
Very close to some laying and praying going on here. Drops a hammer fist, does McGee.
Sam can also, he's got a very good grip. With his right hand, he has his wrist now from Gann's left wrist. If he goes with two hands on one wrist, locks Gann's left foot up, he can roll him to the side, to the right, because he takes away, as you say, his bridges. And he's got the grip for it, so he can do it.
Again, McGee does outweigh Schilt, but only by 9 pounds, 295 to 286.
If he's making a mistake, he's going to be a side choke. Nope. No, Gen is doing a good job right here. He's going to go for the armbar.
Americana attempt there by McGee.
Once he has it, he needs to go to the side.
And that's
exactly
what
he's
he
doing
tried to do there. Blood really starting to flow now from his nose, which of course is not a dangerous.
This is what I just wanted to say. You should explode
Sweep
to the right.
attempt by Schilt, but back into the open guard now is McGee. So from here now, it's some good striking by Schilt from there as McGee comes back up to his vertical base.
Good try to put his feet on his hips and then push him away. Not like Yuki Kondo did. I'm sorry. Oh my God! Every time I make the mistake, but it's because Yuki Kondo is in my head.
With that sweeping left kick did Schilt, and if he would have made contact there, we could have had more damage done to the face of McGee. But back into that open guard is McGee, but now it looks like Schilt's doing more damage from the bottom here, boss.
Yes, it looks like it because his head is more low. Oh, he's going to go for a leg lock. Watch this. He's going heel hook. He's going to go for a heel hook. Sam should push the feet like this.
It's being reversed. Now he's got it for the armbar, looking for the armbar. Schilt.
Wow. Schilt should cross his feet. He should cross his feet. If he wants to finish this, he should cross his feet right now.
Salient point delivered, and it's over. Extends the arm, secures the armbar. Sammy Schilt submits Gan McGee and advances to critical countdown.
Let me guess, 4 minutes?
Let's see. Oh, well, boss, at 5 minutes and 2 seconds of the opening round, it's Sammy Schilt via armbar submission over Gan McGee.
Wow, look at the replay. Perfect setup. Nice. Pushes his head back. The only thing that he should have done here, just to make sure, is cross his feet so that Gan McGee cannot push his upper leg up and then pop out with his head.
A nice transition from the bottom by Schilt. Able to fluidly move into that armbar position, boss. And we're talking about a guy 7'1", makes it look so easy, submits Big Gan McGee, and he will move on to the Great 8 at critical countdown. And is that a happy man or what? Hightower Sammy Schilt from Holland will be a part of the second round coming up on June 20th.
What a fight. Two big guys. So now Sam Schilt, that would be great if he's going to fight Giant Silva in the next round. Can you imagine that?
Would it be a very interesting matchup. Now, boss, we saw Gan McGee early on in that round with the top position, the mount. What should he have done differently? I mean, it was some good defense from the bottom by Schilt, but Gan didn't really have any effective ground and pound whatsoever.
He should have started hammering away, first of all, because Sam was not blocking, and then he should have gone to side mount. Side mount is the position that you can do pretty much anything. You can go for an Americana, you know, for a figure four, you can go for leg locks, you can do anything, knee rights. There's a lot of things that you can do from a side mount position. But he didn't do it. He stayed on top of him and he stayed the mount. A lot of people overestimate the mount. They say, oh, the mount position is a great position. It's not. It's an easy position to escape, and there's nothing that you can pretty much do from it.
And we've talked about this off the air. You are a big proponent of cross-side position, or side mount, if you will, instead of the mount. And so, again, maybe expound on that just a little bit more. Why do you prefer side mount instead of the full mount?
The full mount is not really a thing that you can do. Like I said, you can start punching, and then but the opponent's on the bottom and he starts blocking. What happens is you have to find your balance so you can't punch. It's like bull riding, you know? You can't find your punch, your timing.
So with a side mount, a lot more weapons for someone like you and for fighters. Okay, well, we'll move on here. Total Elimination 2004. More action coming up. I'm joined by the newest addition to Pride Fighting Championship, Stefan Blitz Leko. And Stefan, the first question, of course, is how does it feel to be a part of the #1 mixed martial arts organization in the world?
Okay, this is for me the debut in the Pride, and I'm very happy about that. And I think we will make a very good fight. I'm stand-up fighter normally, and but I used the last 2 years training a lot on the ground.
What do you think of the organization itself?
Pride is the best organization in the world for me. And that's why I come to fight here.
You know, Pride Fighting Championships has the best fighters on the planet, and we've proven it once again with the addition of Stefan Blitz Leko, the best kickboxer on the planet, top-ranked fighter, boss, and he is here now in this tournament taking on 1992 Olympic silver medalist in judo in Naoya Ogawa. What are the keys to victory for the newest addition to the roster in Leko?
Okay, let me first explain to you guys at home. The Blitz, that means the lightning. That's in German, and he is like that. His combinations are unbelievable. He's got real good striking power, kicks, he combines everything, his knees, everything. Don't clinch with Ogawa, because he's going to hip throw you, he's going to take you down, because he's a judo artist and a silver medalist. That means he's really good. Don't clinch with him, stay away, use your combination, striking abilities, and it will probably result in a knockout.
Boss, what separates the sport of mixed martial arts from a lot of other sports is that there is respect after all is said and done, after the battle is over in the ring. But here at Total Elimination 2004, the opening round, this is the closest I think we will come to a grudge match.
Yeah.
Stefan Blitz Leko making his MMA debut, the top-ranked kickboxer in the world, who's already in the ring awaiting the entrance of Japanese superstar Naoya Ogawa, the silver medalist at the Olympics in judo in 1992. These two already don't like each other very much, boss.
Yep, you're absolutely right. A lot of people, as you can hear now, everybody is for Ogawa. Listen to the announcement. I am chicken.
And he is proudly proclaiming that he is chicken, which in Japan, I guess is not such a bad thing, but
what does it mean? Tell me what it means, because you know all that stuff.
It means that he is a very, very brave fighter and someone who is going to do some serious damage here tonight, or so he thinks. And the reason these two do not like each other, boss, is that Stefan Leko heard that in order for Ogawa to participate, or so he thought Leko did, that Ogawa said, I will only participate if I get two fighters, Santorio, who was already also making his debut, or Stefan Leko. Leko thought that was a slight. Leko thought that Ogawa meant that Leko wasn't that great of a fighter.
Yep.
So he has drawn the ire of Stefan Leko. Ogawa undefeated in MMA at 5-0, including a victory over the former gatekeeper of Pride and Gary Goodrich, while Stefan Leko, again, a devastating striker, an incredible kickboxer. This is going to be a throwdown, Boss Rutten. The fans await this one with bated breath.
Yep, the classical matchup we have here. The ground specialist against the striker. But don't get fooled, Leko has been training on the ground with the Golden Glory team. With Heath Herring, with Khalid de Faust also in his corner. So I think it should be okay. One thing you should not do, what you want to do, clinch with Ogawa. He will get you to the ground, and that will be trouble.
And he receives a very raucous reception from the crowd here at Saitama Super Arena, does Naoya Ogawa.
187センチ、99.5 キロ、ステファン・レコ。
Leko is 29, 6'3", 217 pounds.
And he's aiming with his fist.
113キロ、小川直哉。
Ogawa's 35, 6'4", 240 pounds, so a distinct weight advantage for Ogawa. And also an inch taller. Leko, a huge signing for Pride as he elected to finally make it to the big leagues. And here it is, boss. The stare down.
Yep.
Antipathy is the word to describe the feelings these two feel for each other. This is a grudge match, my friends. Get ready. The fireworks are about to go off here at Saitama Memorial Ronaldo Boss Rutten ringside. It is Stefan Blitz Leko against Naoya Ogawa, and we are underway.
That's the right high kick to the head. Inside low kick, yep, or a right high kick to the head. Oh.
Ogawa with the right hand through the guard, misses. Ogawa has Leiko along the ropes, and Leiko is down on the ground immediately. A stomp by Ogawa. In the Buttsku position is Leiko. Now into the butterfly guard. Ogawa with the right hand. Ogawa now in the side mount, boss.
He's going for the armbar again, mount position.
Top position by Ogawa. Much to the delight of the crowd here, the partisan crowd. He is the hometown favorite in this tournament.
Armbar coming up. There we go. Stefan is out. She's pulled. No. Very good control there from Ogawa.
Uncharted territory for Leiko again. His background is kickboxing, one of the very best in the world, but this is an area he's not accustomed to being in, boss.
You're absolutely right. Here's Ogawa looking for that. Armbar. You watch. Don't leave your arm hanging there.
He may go for the knees here as well, boss. Goes for a shot to the midriff, does Ogawa, and he is looking for his textbook move here on the ground, which of course is the figure four, as you put it, the key lock.
Stefan should bring his right hand now underneath Ogawa's body and then scoop underneath out. He cannot do it anymore, of course, now because in the mount position. Side choke here. Side choke here from Ogawa.
And it's over! Ogawa submits Stefan Blitz Leiko in electrifying fashion.
Yep.
And just like that, Naoya Ogawa celebrates in the ring. Leiko at 1 minute 34 seconds gets choked out, and Ogawa, much to the delight of the thousands in attendance, has moved on to the second round of this tournament with that choke, boss. What are your thoughts at what you've just seen?
Yeah, what can I say? I never expected to go this fast. I would think that Stefan would do a good job, but you know what? Hands down, I have to say it, Ogawa did exactly what he needed to do. He took him down, took control, go to the side. Now, he didn't stop. He did a good... Yeah, he fought a perfect fight. Yep.
Boss, what does this mean about what does this tell us about the evolution of mixed martial arts, where a single discipline, like a kickboxer, can no longer, no matter how good you are, and let's face it, Stefan Leiko, the best in the world at what he does, you can no longer come into an organization like Pride and not have some other training like the ground game, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ground, because someone like Naoya Ogawa with the judo training, with the ground game, can put you out in 1 minute and 34 seconds. It is telling, to say the least.
And here we have it, the music, the endless music of Kazushi Sakuraba. And I'm betting you, with everything that I have, that he will walk through the ring right now. Whoa, man, I'm like unbelievable. I'm a psychic.
Yeah, and the man that you hear chuckling in the background, boss, is a man who kicked off the show as... I gotta listen to the lady. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Okay, and just like she does that, I want to do this. Joining us right now, the man who won the opening bout, Texas Crazy Horse,
Howdy, boys. Howdy. Howdy. Let me hear your Texas yell. That's what we were waiting for.
Yes, it is a party here at the Saitama Super Arena, and why not? This is the event of the year, Total Elimination 2004. The journey has begun to crown the Pride Heavyweight Champion, Kazushi Sakuraba, perhaps the most decorated mixed martial artist in Japan, making his way to the ring, where he will be addressing the crowd shortly. Heath, first of all, congratulations on becoming the first participant for Critical Countdown. How was your fight? You look like the Heath Herring of old. A lot of intensity shown.
Thank you very much. Yes, I mean, it was just really important to come out, win this fight in a very impressive manner, and move on to the next round. So that was the main priority tonight.
Yeah. What kind of a challenge did Takahashi present you?
Takahashi, he was a really difficult opponent due to the fact that he's He's a little guy. He's a quick guy, very unorthodox style, southpaw. Comes out throwing, really wild haymakers, things like that. So it's very difficult to counter a fighter that fights like that.
All right, well, Heath Herring will be joining us for the next bout, and right now we will listen to Mr. Sakuraba.
今日は副本部長ではなく選手としてここに上がりました。時間の経つのも早いもので、今年で僕も35歳になります。
Of course, boss, as you know, Kazushi Sakuraba, in addition to being a tremendous mixed martial artist, also has a tremendous sense of humor.
Yes, I know. Yeah. He's already smiling. God knows what he said.
We are getting it translated as he's speaking. He's told the fans that he is 35 years old now. As the crowd responds, he is telling them that he doesn't know how much longer he can compete as an active fighter.
I don't think that is something to laugh about.
No. Sakuraba's a great guy. I've met him on several occasions in Roppongi, and he really shines in Roppongi, let's say.
Yeah, he's like us. He's like us.
And for the fans back home, Roppongi is like the Times Square of Japan, where a lot of the fighters like to enjoy themselves after fighting. And now Sakuraba is making the announcement that he will be fighting in the next big Pride show, which is coming up on June 20th. In addition to the Elite 8 and Critical Countdown, Kazushi Sakuraba will be making an appearance at Boss. The last time we saw him fight was at Shockwave, where he put on one heck of a performance in losing to Antonio Rogerio Nogueira in the main event.
Yep, that was at the end of his match. So he was, but we saw the, how you call it, the old Sakuraba was back, He was flying around, his punches were sharp again. I think if he puts his head together, keeps his head together, doesn't go to Roppongi too many times,
exactly,
then he could start winning and getting back into winning circle.
All right, and as you soak up the atmosphere, we will return with our next bout.
The Croatian sensation, that's what they call him. And, well, I don't have to explain who is here next to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mirko Krokop. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. After the last butcher that you gave Yamamoto, what have you been training on specially now?
I've been training usually with Mike. I train a little bit more on the ground, and everything else was just like usual.
Just like the same.
Yeah.
You still kick, lots of kicks. That's still your favorite thing?
Yeah, spros.
We won't see an overconfident Mirko this time. This is totally concentration this time. I mean, from the beginning minute till the end.
Yeah, of course. I must be concentrated all the time during the fight.
Yeah.
So I won't underestimate no one, but of course I expect to win this fight.
This is it, man. I mean, you win this fight. That's the next step. That's the way to the belt.
Well, it's my dream. I'll give my best.
Yep.
I'm concentrated only on to taking the belt, and there are many good fighters here, but I will do my best, and I hope I have quality enough to take the belt.
What do you think of Kevin Randleman? Do you think that he can present to you as a danger?
Well, he has the most dangerous things from Kevin is that he has nothing to lose.
Yep.
So he will give his best. He's a ground and pound fighter, so he can punch too. He can throw a punch, so I must be careful, and that's it. He will try to come in the clinch or to put me down, but I'm ready for all those things.
Sprawling, been working hard on everything?
Sprawl is perfect, like always, and clinch is good. Groundwork is improved a lot since the last time, and that's about it. Condition is good, so there is nothing to be worried about.
Okay, now Kevin's words were exactly, and this is nothing bad against you, by the way, or because he says it's going to be one of the two, but one of us is going to get knocked the fuck out. That was his exactly words. He says it's going to be him or it's going to be me.
Yeah, maybe. I think so. I don't think fight will go to the end.
Yeah, and with that said, it's not like he didn't respect. You know, he has total respect. You know, he's a real cool guy. So, all right, that's it. I think I'll let you rest further, and yeah, let's see if you can make it to the next round.
How do you feel going into this first round matchup?
I feel good. I take him just like I take anybody else. I think I'm going to kick his butt just like I thought I was going to beat Sakuraba, Quentin Jackson, Pedro Hizzo, Boss Rudin, you name it. Of course, someone's getting knocked the fuck out. You know, it's not going to last. It's not going to go the distance. I'm not trying to fight anyone's fight. I'm going to take the guy down to the ground. I know I'm going to get kicked. Just so long as he doesn't kick me in my head, he's not going to win this fight. He can kick me in my ribs, break ribs, and do whatever, but I'm ready for that. So, like I said, if it stays on the feet, Crow Cop's going to win. But if it goes down to the ground, I'm going to win, and I'm going to advance in this tournament. And don't be surprised if you don't see me in fucking the finals, because I don't think that I'm giving myself top billing. I think I'm that good.
It's Mirko Cro Cop and Kevin Randleman. This one should be a war.
It's going to be a war. This is the one, again, that I always say to people at home, this is a fight that I'm nervous for. You know, something really crazy might happen in this fight. Kevin Randleman, very good takedowns, very explosive, hits out of nowhere. He's got good striking power. If he connects, that's a real big problem right there. I mean, he's a super athlete. Then we have Mirko Cro Cop, the Croatian sensation. The nickname says it all. The guy is pretty much unstoppable. I mean, he's running through everybody. Sometimes, like he did with Nogueira, he got overconfident. But I promise you, that is gone. He will never make that same mistake again. So it's going to be a war. If Kevin can take him to the ground, that would be really good. And please keep him on the ground. You do not want to let Mirko Cro Cop back on his feet.
It is going to be Mirko Cro Cop taking on Kevin Randleman, and we are joined here at ringside by the Texas Crazy Horse, Heath Herring. And Heath, you have been in the ring with Mirko Cro Cop. What will Kevin Randleman have to do if he even has a chance against the man from Croatia?
It's a very simple question, of course. Kevin has to take him down, quickly and finish him off from there.
All right, we are going to see what will transpire in this bout. Cro Cop is 29, 6'2", 228 pounds. Randleman is 33, 5'11", 228 pounds. And in the corners, you see the stare down now. Randleman has the UFC contingent in Wes Sims, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell, and the alternate for this tournament, Ron H2O Waterman. And again, if any one of the victors is injured over the course of this first round, Ron H2O Waterman will be taking his place. But here we go. Electricity throughout Saitama Super Arena. Anytime Mirko Cro Cop is in the ring, Kevin Randleman
excellent
attacks him right away, Heath.
Very smart. This was a very smart move from Kevin.
He's got to take him down, though.
Yep.
Randleman has him hemmed in the corner, looking for the body lock, the underhooks. And they are in a stalemate. Now with the full body lock, Randleman has Cro Cop.
Cro Cop's going to push his chin backwards. You watch, with his palms underneath his chin. Kevin is already pressing his head down, so he can't do it.
It's also very important here to notice Cro Cop's expending a lot of energy trying to hold Kevin away. Kevin's actually using his weight to hold Cro Cop. Of course, Cro Cop's actually having to use actual strength.
Good point, Herring. And Heath Herring, of course, victorious over Takahashi earlier tonight, advancing to the Elite Eight. Critical countdown coming up June 20th. And remember, Randleman, a two-time NCAA Division I wrestling champion, knows all about the takedown.
Oh, yes, he does. He had, Ohio State champion, like I said. He had over 155 wrestling matches.
Very illustrious career.
Record of 14-7 in MMA, making his 6th appearance here in Pride. Record of 3-2.
Not good.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything with the lockup. He should have tried to take him down, so that's why if he came in, he got a one shot, keep his hand up, because the kick is coming. Kick is coming.
He's setting him up, right?
Yeah, and it's going to go to the body if he keeps his hand
Keep
too
that
high.
right hand up, Kevin. Come on, right.
Yep. He's got to shoot it now.
Hand up, Kevin. Come on, right.
Yep. He's got to shoot it now.
Yeah, you see it coming.
There's the takedown attempt by Randleman with the shot back up to his feet. Excellent. And by Randleman. Knocks down Krokop. Unbelievable.
Who would have guessed that?
Randleman has Krokop on his back.
It's over. Unbelievable.
Randleman has knocked down Mirko Krokop. The monster has knocked down Mirko Krokop. Kevin Randleman has knocked down Mirko Krokop.
Oh my God!
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 57 seconds, who said things cannot happen in the world of mixed martial arts? Mirko Krokop, considered to be one of the top 3 favorites to go all the way. Kevin the Monster Randleman received a phone call, was asked to participate. Kevin Randleman, a former UFC heavyweight champion. Kevin Randleman has done what many people thought was the impossible. Randleman has knocked out the Croatian sensation, and the Monster is on his way to critical countdown. He's airing. What are your thoughts on what you just seen?
Oh, unbelievable. The X Factor in the sport. You can never underestimate the X Factor of this. As you saw earlier with Stefan Leko and Ogawa, Stefan did not expect Ogawa to come out. He got caught with the left hook. Tonight, right hook by Kevin. Mirko was totally focused on the shot. Kevin threw the wild right hook, caught him, took him down clean, it was over.
Boss Rutan, you've been with this company from the outset. What are your thoughts and what has just transpired?
He did a beautiful thing. What he did, he took a shot, he missed the shot, he dived out again, and then he came with the right hand. Krokop thought it was another shot, hit him with the right hand, finished him up on the ground.
Unorthodox style is so difficult to defend.
Oh my God, and he's got so much explosive power, and I told you before, I said, listen, if he is on, he could beat Krokop. I told you, I said it in interviews, I'm happy it is on tape, because I got evidence. I said, if he is on, he's on.
Well, if anybody knows, it's this man right here.
No.
Keith Haring, Randleman during his interview said it best. He said this would not go the distance. One of two things were going to happen. Mirko Krokop was going to get knocked out, or Kevin Randleman was going to get knocked out. Here's your answer. What a left hook.
Left hook, yeah.
Left hook, and now he's banging away, and the hammer fist is going to do it. You watch, he's going to create some distance so he can strike. He's got some striking distance.
There you go.
And that was the first 1, 2, 3, 4, over and out. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
That left hook puts him to the canvas. Randleman on top of him. Continues to pepper him with the left hand, and Kevin the Monster Randleman has the microphone.
Here he comes.
Okay, let's listen to what he has to say.
For all the fans, Japanese, Croatian, Russian, American, I just want to say God bless all of you, and the whole world needs more peace and more love.
皆さん、ファンの皆様、みんなが日本人であっても、クロアチア人であっても、ロシア人であっても、そしてアメリカ人であっても、皆様に神のご加護がありますように、そして世界平和と皆さんのもとに愛が届くようにお祈りします。
A dejected Mirko Krokop makes his way back to the dressing room.
Do not think that I was scared coming in here fighting this man. You're wrong.
私がこの試合に臨む前、怖かったんだろうと思ったでしょう。そうです。怖かったです。
I'm human, just like everybody.
私もみんなと同じように一人の人間です。
But for you, and you, I'll go to hell and heaven and back. I fight for you guys. I love you guys. Arigato gozaimasu. Too much.
Party on, baby. This is it.
Heath Haring, what does this do for the rest of the tournament? I know you're an active participant. I know you want to win as well, but what does this do for you, Heath Haring, even? Talk about from your perspective and then the rest of the tourney.
From my perspective, a huge danger was just eliminated. Krokop. That's not to say that Randleman is not a danger. That's not to say that at all. Excellent. Excellent, buddy.
Kevin Randleman has just dropped by the broadcast booth. Heath Herring, you're absolutely correct. A huge danger has been eliminated, but for the rest of the competition, what does this do? I mean, for Kevin Randleman, unbelievable, my friend. This guy right now has just shot himself right up there.
Throws the tournament hateable totally upside down. Totally upside down now.
What happens if Mark Coleman was going to win, his teammate?
And that is the sleeper right there, guys.
Yeah.
That is the sleeper.
And that's what I said also. He might win.
I gave Kevin a good shot as well, but Mark, I think he's the big sleeper in this fight.
Well, Heath Herring, congratulations on your victory, my friend. Good luck at Critical Countdown. Boss Rutan.
Thanks very much for being here.
We have seen a little bit of everything, but my friends, Kevin Randleman has shocked the world. He has eliminated Mirko Cro Cop. Randleman is on his way to Critical Countdown in June.
Wow. See you guys June 20th.
ここでご来場の皆様に重大な発表があります。なんとあの男のプライドグランプリ参戦が決定しました。2001年 K1 ワールドグランプリ王者マーク・ハント。
Mark Hunt.
You know, boss, we have just seen one of the biggest shocks in Pride history, and nothing could take away from Kevin Randleman. He's a world-class fighter, but so many people were saying that it was going to be Mirko Cro Cop in it at the end with the likes of Nogueira and Emelianenko Fedor, as we're joined now by the Iceman Chuck Liddell, who's coming off the biggest win of his career at UFC 47, knocking out his arch rival in Tito Ortiz. Now look at this, you guys. We have another big surprise as K1 superstar Mark Hunt has decided to join the big show in Pride as well, boss.
Wow, I don't know. You know, I interviewed him before and he said he's been training a little bit on the ground. I asked him with or without a gi. He said, without a gi. I said, man, when do you fight? He says in June. I said, it's 2 months. You know, I don't know if that's a good idea. What I do know that this guy can take a lot of punishment. I mean, he took that high kick from Mirko Cro Cop, shook it up, and he kept fighting. So this guy can really, take a shot.
Oh, this guy can fight. But I'm going to worry about him having, 2 months, 3 months of ground altogether total. Yeah. If he gets in there with anybody with some takedowns, it's going to be a long night for him.
I think so, yeah. Boss and Chuck, this in and of itself is a huge, huge event for Pride. Mark Hunt now has the microphone and we'll listen to him. But Chuck, I want to ask you your thoughts on what just transpired between Randleman and Cro Cop as well.
I have been really excited watching these fights.
今日は非常にエキサイティングな試合ばかりで興奮しています。
I became the K1 champion, and now I would like to become the mixed martial arts champion.
私は K1 のチャンピオンにはなりました。ですのでこれから MMA 総合格闘技のチャンピオンを目指したいと思います。
I have a question for everyone.
さて皆さんにお聞きしたいことがあります。
Where should I fight? Which ring should I choose?
どこで試合をしたらどのリングを選ぶべきでしょうか。
You're right, there are so many MMA fighting events around the world. If you are a man, you always try to be the best in the world. I want to fight in the Pride ring.
そうです、確かに世界中にはいろいろな MMA のリングがありますが、男だったら一番頂点を目指さなければいけないと思います。私はこの世界最高峰と呼ばれるプライドのリングで戦ってみたいと思います。
Well, boss, he's made his decision, much to the delight of this crowd here at Saitama Super Arena. Mark Hunt is signing with Pride Fighting Championships. Another K1 star has made the move.
I'll be here as a pride fighter.
Yes, but like I said, 3 months of training, it's kind of difficult. But he can take a hit, and he can punch, and he can kick. And once people come, this guy's a tank. He will come straight for you. If he hits you, you will go down, my friend.
Indeed, a huge signing for Pride Fighting Championships. Mark Hunt, the 2002 K1 Grand Prix champion, has decided to come to Pride Fighting Championships where the best fighters in the world compete.
5 months. It has been 5 months since that you fought your last fight. And it was a good fight. It was against īᴅᴇGP. What have you been up to in those last 5 months?
Yeah, I was training like normally, And last 3 months, I went to Cuba to train some boxing with the Brazilian Olympic team,
3 months?
Yeah, 3 months before. I was there for like almost 1 month. I get a little bit better by standing up, how to move the ring, how to cut the ring, And I improved that part. And then I went to São Paulo, another capital from Brazil, and stayed with them for almost 1 month. Then I came back to the Brazilian top team the last month and I improved my ground skills. I want to get back the belt, to be the champion again. To me, it's very important. I think more important than money.
Everybody pretty much knows that you're in the final 4.
But to be there, I have to be the Japanese guy. He's a young fighter. He's going to hungry to fight,
Yep.
And in June, I don't know who's gonna face me, there. So I gotta be ready, though. I got respect for another opponents, but I want to be there in August. That is, I'm training for and focused for. I want to be there in August. It doesn't matter who's going to be the opponent.
All right, boss, on deck it is interim heavyweight champion Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira set to face off with Hirotaka Yokoi. Now, Yokoi, we don't know too much about.
No.
Other than he's undefeated at 10-0.
I know, but he's a submission guy. That's what we know. Because all the fights that he won, it's by or submission or it's by decision. He never won by knockout. So it's like you said, it's pretty safe to say that he's a submission artist. But he's going to face Antonio Nogueira, the guy from Brazilian top team, black belt, trains with the best people in the world. My guess is he's better in submission than Yokoi is. Although I really would like to see that Nogueira is going to try to keep his fight on his feet and try to knock him out. Since he's been working on his boxing in Cuba, I think that would be a great thing to show off to the people. Hey, you know what? I can hit too.
All right, boss, we are joined at ringside for our next bout by UFC superstar coming off his biggest win to date, handing Tito Ortiz his first knockout loss ever. I'm talking, of course, about the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. Chuck, welcome to ringside.
Thanks for having me. It's been a great show so far.
And what you were in the corner, Kevin the Monster Randleman. What are your thoughts on what just happened?
He did a great job. I mean, I didn't think he'd knock him out on his feet, but I thought he could win by a ground and pound. But we told him, either stay very close to him or stay way away from him. Don't get that middle ground where Mirko is really dangerous. And he followed the game plan really well, and you see the results.
And congratulations to you as well, Chuck, coming off the biggest win of your career, an awesome display in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
and UFC 47.
Thank you very much.
It was beautiful. And we move on. Speaking of beautiful, this guy has all the beautiful skills of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's fresh off a tour of Cuba where he trained with the Cuban boxing national team and also has worked on his Muay Thai. I'm talking about the interim Pride heavyweight champion, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. What's your take on him, Chuck?
Hey, he's just outright tough. If you saw that fight he had with Mirko, and the punishment he took, and then came out and wound up taking him down in armbar. That's just flat out tough guy.
Yep. And also, let's not forget Bob Sapp, the fight. You remember when he got
Bob Sapp. Oh God, I thought he was dead. He got spiked on his head. I thought he was dead.
Me too.
He just still kept going. No quitting, that guy.
Yep. He can take a lot of punishment. He took all the punches that Fedor gave him.
And there you see
he didn't stop. He lost it on decision.
And we saw there his opponent, Hirotaka Yokoi, who is undefeated in MMA at 10-0. And is also very good on the ground. In fact, has won many of his bouts with the ground game and also possesses a very granite-like chin. So a lot of people not giving him a lot of, what you would say, an opportunity or a chance to win this fight. But he also may surprise a few people in this bout. Having said that, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, the interim Pride heavyweight champion, definitely has his sights set on going all the way in this tournament. But then again, so did Mirko Cro Cop, right, boss?
Yes. If it is what you say, okay, give it to me.
So Yokoi is 25, 5'10", 243 pounds.
Okay, now, but if you say all the things come in 3, and these last 3 fights are going to be reversed, that would mean that Yokoi is going to win this, and then Mark Coleman is going to win the other one. And that would be really weird, because then Mark Coleman and Kevin Randleman will be in the same tournament.
Nogueira's 27, 6'3", 226 pounds, so he definitely has the height and reach advantage, while Yokoi outweighs him by about 17 pounds as they do the traditional stare down, and they're not taking their eyes off each other. So, Chuck, what kind of a fight do you anticipate we see? Do you know much about Yokoi, of course, being a Japanese fighter?
I haven't seen much of Yokoi, but I expect he's going to try to work on some of that boxing he's been doing. Nogueira is, and try to work, stay away from Yokoi's strength, even though that's his strength, too.
And you can hear the remnants of Chuck Liddell. He was probably screaming and celebrating with Kevin the Monster Randleman as he was in his corner after that stunning knockout victory over Mirko Cro Cop. As we begin this matchup now, Nogueira has Yokoi along the ropes, working the body lock.
He's got a double underhook here.
There's a knee.
I can't see it from this
From
side.
the
No, he doesn't.
point, nope.
Only one.
Yokoi answers with a knee. Now Yokoi. Underhook, overhook.
It's strange. I really thought that Nogueira would really push himself away here, get out of the clinch, and using his boxing skills. I really expected that.
Well, Nogueira, he's traditionally a wrestler type, and a lot of times once they get in a fight, they go right back to what they're most comfortable with, and that's wrestling and his jiu-jitsu.
World-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, in fact, a two-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, and now he has him on the ground into the cross-side position, also known as the side mount. Very dangerous now for Yokoi as he tries to land some lefts, does Nogueira. Boss, what do you see him attempting to do here?
I don't know, but hitting the top of the skull might hurt your hand. I wouldn't do that. I would position myself a little bit lower, and then so you can hit his jaw, actually.
And how about you, Chuck? What would you recommend?
I think what he's doing is just trying to loosen him up a little bit to go for a submission. He's not really trying to strike him real hard with those punches or cause much damage.
Opportunity here perhaps to also go for some knee strikes to the side of his body.
Looks like he's looking for a side choke already here on this arm here, on the left arm if you quite watch.
Very slow and methodical pace to begin this bout. Just over 2 minutes have elapsed between the interim heavyweight champion Nogueira and Hirotaka Yokoi.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, yes, he's totally in side mount. Let's see what he can do now. He's looking for a submission. Like you said, Chuck, he's setting him up with some punches, knees to the head. Nice escape here.
Nice move. Wow. By Yokoi.
Great reversal by Hirotaka Yokoi into the body lock now.
Back to that over-under fight. Both of them are going to be working this.
Nice knee coming out from the break.
This is what he should do. Box.
Fans now anticipate some striking. And we can tell you that the first round of this tournament has drawn a crowd of 42,110.
Look at this.
So just over 42,000 people here at the Saitama Super Arena.
He's got both under.
Both underhook.
So now it's a full body lock. A tremendous crowd taking in the action, and they've seen everything.
Dug it back in. Did a good job getting his underhooks back.
He's looking for that takedown. There it is. A judo throw by Koi, dropping the hammer fist. Back up to his feet, and Nogueira's in the butt-scoop position.
He's going to try to go to the side mount here. Going to push the legs to the side. But I think it's a very difficult task to do it with Nogueira. Until now, Yokoi looks really impressive. Good balance.
We've already seen one of the Holy Trinity eliminated in Mirko Krokop. They were saying that Krokop, Nogueira, and Fyodor Emelianenko were expected to make it to final conflict in August. Yokoi will try to make it 2 upsets in a row. Look at Yokoi now taunting Nogueira. Nogueira wanting none of it.
Wants to exchange with him sitting there.
Yeah.
And we mentioned Yokoi does have a strong chin.
Well, he's in a better position to exchange, too.
Exactly.
Yeah. One guy's hitting from the bottom, one guy's hitting from the top.
And Nogueira, we know, also has a strong chin, as you mentioned, Chuck. The punishment that he took against the likes of Mirko Krokop. The Nogueira twins, in fact, are freaks of nature. And yeah, you're right. Looking for that. Armbar is the shoulder lock. No.
Nice.
Gets out of it. Nicely done by Yokoi.
He's good. Yokoi is good.
And the fans rally behind Hirotaka Yokoi.
Very nice counters.
Wow.
Perhaps surprising some people back home is Yokoi.
Okay, at least we have 5 minutes.
Nice arm drag. Nice drag.
Yeah, we can officially say this is the longest fight of the night here in the opening round of this tournament.
Restart in the center of the ring will happen in about now and 10 seconds, I guess.
Side mount now, perhaps looking for.
He's going to probably go for a figure four.
Now going to the top position. No, nice reversal again. Oh, nice combination of punches thrown by Yokoi. Well done.
Wow, nice half guard. Guys, he's going out the back.
Yeah.
And Yokoi does it again, just simply stepping out of the way. And he wants Nogueira perhaps to stand up. Nogueira in the butt-scoop position, now back into the open guard. And you feel, Chuck, right now, is Nogueira is working on the jiu-jitsu-like maneuvers. I was going to ask you, do you think he's at all frustrated by Yokoi? But maybe he's already answered my question because he continues to work on his BJJ skills. Do you see that at all?
I don't think he's frustrated. I mean, has too much experience in this to be frustrated from this. He's just going to keep working for his stuff, and he's going to keep trying to set it up.
Yep, you're exactly right. He's shown us that in the last fights. In all his fights, you know, he will keep going, and then once, bang, when you make one mistake, he will catch you.
Nogueira, in the interviews prior to the bout, said that he does respect Hirotaka Yokoi, not wanting to underestimate his Japanese opponent whatsoever. Again, Yokoi is undefeated at 10-0. Yokoi wanting again to engage in the strike fest. There's an up kick that connects on the face. Another one.
Are those legal?
Yeah,
yes,
those
they
are
are here in Pride.
But he can also just kick him in the center of the chest and kick him away from him, and then get up.
Yeah, forget it, coming from UFC to Pride. There's a few rule differences.
Some strikes from the bottom now by Nogueira as he gets busier. Less than 3 minutes remaining now in round number 1. So Nogueira now becoming busier from the bottom as Yokoi gets back up to a vertical base. Nogueira still in that butt scoop position where he is comfortable. Now Yokoi attacking the back of Nogueira's left leg. Is there any chance whatsoever, you guys, of Nogueira accepting that challenge to get back up with his feet?
Hey, listen, I would do it. Look at this knee bar. Oh, no, he missed it. He is looking for everything, but Yokoi is good.
Yokoi hasn't really invited him to get back to his feet. He's standing up, still standing over and kicking him. If he wanted him to get up, he'd walk away and back up. And then they'd make him get up.
He trips him down. Now they are back on their feet. The fans like this, as does Boss Rutan.
I want to see
and I'm
the
sure Chuck Liddell as well. Both of you guys, very good strikers. And let's see how much that training in Cuba with the national boxing team of Cuba has helped Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, who already is very dangerous, and any weapon that he can add to his arsenal will make him that much more lethal. Of course, he wants to unify that heavyweight championship against Fyodor Emelianenko, and that very well could happen over the course of this tournament.
He's got to attack. He's got to come in punches. That's what he's got to do.
Trying to close the gap. Your now backs into the corner.
Sitting on the corner wants him to come in, I guess.
Another one, good one. That was acid for a knee.
Going for the tie clinch and the knee. You're right, boss.
Nice jab there. Short and stiff. Good.
Oh, there's a nice right-left combination delivered by Nogueira into the final 60 seconds now. And now Yokoi comes back with a combination of his own. Chuck, you're again very proficient striker. What do you see materializing here? What do they need to do to make their punches even more crisper? Close the gap, square up their stance. What has to happen here, Chuck?
Nogueira's doing a great job.
Oh, knee right on the head. Sorry, Chuck.
Nogueira's doing a great job up there striking. He's throwing crisp combinations, just staying tight, walking towards him.
Okay, and this could be a finish, and even though there's an arm in between, the team, the Brazilian, don't do because
Yokoi's popped his head on this Yokoi.
He's doing it again.
Game fighter, and time may become Nogueira's enemy. 10 seconds left. Yokoi, a survivor.
Go for a triangle.
Into the last 5 seconds of what has been an entertaining bout, and yes, 10 minutes is in the books. And a tremendous opening round between Hirotaka Yokoi and Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. What did you think, Chuck?
I thought it was an exciting round. It was a lot of groundwork, and I usually prefer the stand-up, but it was very exciting groundwork. It went back and forth. Both guys working for stuff. No one's stalling, so.
You know what the good thing is? What the thing is? I see Yokoi walking back to the ring, and he's kind of wobbly. It looks like he's tired. And Nogueira looked really fresh when he walked back to the corner. So I don't know if that's going to play effect. Look at this hip throw here.
That was a beautiful hip throw.
All right, Chuck, why don't you walk us through part of this replay?
Well, which part would you like me to walk you through?
Right here.
That was a very nice reversal. He and then he also counters here and gets under and starts the half guard. Well, they're switching back. They're switching scenes pretty quickly.
Yeah, can't say.
Well, you're right. We did see a little bit of everything, the ground game, the stand-up game, and Yokoi hung in there with the interim heavyweight champion.
Yep, he did a real good job. Hey, but listen, 10-0, all the submissions, so the guy's good.
You better believe that, and in fact, coming off a victory over Wilson Gouveia at Hook and Shoot, Absolute Fighting Championships 2 last year. You see in his corner, TK, a man you know well, boss, as do you, Chuck, UFC veteran.
Yep.
While in the corner, Nogueira, we have Mario Sperry and the rest of the Brazilian top team.
Murilo Bustamante, I think, is also there.
Yes, he is.
You know what the thing is with Nogueira? Nogueira always comes back stronger in round number 2 and even stronger in round number 3. So I think if that could be a mind, how you say it in a nice way, because I wanted to say it in a bad way. But that could be in the back of the mind of Yokoi, because he's tired. He looks tired to me.
Yeah, he looks really tired. And Nogueira seems to get stronger as the fight goes on always.
Good point. We are
he's always in great shape. He can always go the distance.
Conditioning, definitely a Brazilian's fighter's forte. Nogueira with an overall record of 21-2-1. This is his 11th appearance in the Pride Fighting Championships. A record of 9-1. His only loss, of course, coming against Fyodor Emelianenko, where he lost the heavyweight championship. There's a looping right hand that misses by Yokoi. There's a knee to the gut, but a nice judo takedown by Yokoi. North south position.
Look at this, how he gets up.
Escape by Nogueira. Wow. Yokoi has some tricks.
Impressive.
As I would say, up his sleeve, boss, and you're supposed to say...
No, he's not wearing any sleeves.
Okay, thank you. There's some combinations being delivered there by Nogueira.
Nogueira should really start pressing the fight. That's what I think. Press, make him tired.
He's throwing good combinations, and he needs to just step it up a little more, throw a few more and move in more.
Definitely have to increase the tempo, start dictating the pace of this fight, because you're right, Yokoi, while he has definitely impressed, is beginning to fatigue. As you can see even there, the way he's backing up, he's on wobbly legs.
Nice knee to the body there.
Looking, and there's a sloppy shot.
And knees to the head. Oh, my God.
He's got the...
in a bad position, he's starting to get knee to the head.
Trying to turn him over to choke here.
Choke. Yep, that's a choke.
Interesting
choke.
Yeah, that's over.
Oh, nice.
Look out. With a neat little choke there, Chuck.
I've never seen that choke. That was pretty creative.
That was a top 2 special. That's what I think for sure.
An unorthodox choke by Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. He neatly puts away a very game Hirotaka Yokoi, and the interim heavyweight champion will advance to our final 8 at 1 minute 25 seconds of the second round. Your thoughts, Chuck Liddell?
I thought it was a great fight. I think Yokoi started getting tired in the second round, and as we said, Nogueira gets stronger as he goes, and he came out there and seemed to figure him out. I mean, it looked like he took a desperation shot because he was getting beat on his feet. Yokoi was getting beat on his feet, was tired, took a desperation shot, got stuck underneath him.
Yeah, I think the front choke, what we see here, what he's going to do now, it's kind of like a side choke. Watch, when he turns around,
an upside-down side choke.
He cuts off this blood circulation here with his right arm.
Yep.
You see, and his other arm, Yokoi's own arm, is pushing in his other side.
Yep.
So he cuts off both sides of the blood circulation, so it's kind of a side choke upside down.
Yeah, he pinches the carotid artery.
That was very
That's
nice.
Right.
Really cool, never seen it.
Very well done. The pinching the carotid artery, cutting off the air supply to the brain. The innovative Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira does it again, and he is on his way to critical countdown June 20th. And Iceman Chuck Liddell, continued success with you, my friend, in the UFC. Bigger and better things, I'm sure, are in your future. Possibly another shot at that middleweight or the light heavyweight championship. We'll have to see what happens when Peter Belfort and Randy Couture settle their score.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I can't wait for that fight.
All right, there you have it. Well, Chuck, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure for, thank God you were the longest one who was sitting with us. Everybody was else for like 1 minute. But you actually had a second round.
And Chuck, we've just been informed that you are going to be working in the main event in Mark the Hammer Coleman's corner. This is interesting for the simple fact we saw what Kevin Randleman did, a teammate of Mark Coleman's in a Hammer House. Where do you put Mark Coleman's chances against Fyodor Emelianenko? Where we've seen,
I think he has a great chance. I picked him for the upset of the night. I mean, the best chance of having a big upset of the night. So we already got Kevin having a big upset. Now it's his turn.
And why do you say that? Why do you say Mark Coleman has the greatest chance at an upset? Is it because of his conditioning?
Styles make fights, and his style is a style that could give Fyodor trouble.
You know Mark Coleman for a long, long time. Would you say that over the past 4 years since winning the Grand Prix, is this the best shape that you have seen him in since then? He's gone through a lot of injuries, a lot of trials.
He looks great. He looked great the other day. We were working with him in the workout room, and he looks great. I think he's got a great chance of winning this fight.
Well, again, thank you very much, Chuck Liddell, and best of luck to Mark the Hammer Coleman in the main event, and best of luck to you in your future.
Thank you very much.
Arigatou gozaimashita, as they say in Japan.
Boa noite.
Thanks,
皆さんこんばんは。
Essa noite eu tô aqui se apresentando para vocês, me apresentando mais uma vez.
今夜はみんなの前でまた試合を戦うために来ました。
Espero que vocês tenham gostado do show.
いかがだったでしょうか。
Boss Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira now addressing the crowd.
Yep.
Mais uma vez, eu treinei vários meses para me apresentar para vocês aqui do Pride.
I'm thanking them for their support, telling them that he fights for them.
Estou treinando para isso e esse ano eu vou ser campeão do Grand Prix. Todo respeito aos meus adversários. どうもありがとうございました。
本当に今回は一
And that was, thank you very much, at the end. Only the middle part we have to fill in now.
And we are going to be filling that in momentarily. But thank you very much for that end translation. You're very good.
Yeah, you're good. I taught you some words. And actually, you came up with a lot of Japanese words there.
And there's his biggest fan in Japan, I understand.
What would you say to that girl on the street?
I would say, anatakire. Anatakire, I would say to that lady. Okay, and what he said is that he's training hard, and he does believe that he will be the one, as that finger that's high above symbolizes. He thinks he will win this tournament, and why not? Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, a very impressive outing here, as he will definitely go on to Critical Countdown June 20th.
Yep, and you know what? I have to give props to Yokoi, okay?
Oh, big time.
So although that he lost, you know, I have to give him big props because, yeah, he impressed me. But hey, the best man wins, and that is Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. And
coming up, it is the main event. And let's see what will happen there as the Pride Heavyweight Champion Fyodor Emelianenko takes on the 2000 Pride Grand Prix Champion in Mark the Hammer Coleman, and it is straight ahead.
Coming into the Grand Prix, you are facing Mark the Hammer Coleman. People told me, actually you told me, that you kind of learned the ground and pound from Mark the Hammer Coleman, and now you're facing him. What do you think about that?
First, let me say that I really respect Mark Coleman, and I really like him as a fighter. And I know that he is a legend in mixed martial arts, and with his record in the UFC and his great record in Pride, including winning the last heavyweight Grand Prix, so I definitely respect him as a fighter. I think that since both of us have the technique of ground and pound, that's very true, and we're both experts in ground and pound. However, I don't think that you could actually say that I've learned from his technique. I've got my own style, and I think that's going to be the champion style.
How's training been going?
It's good. I'm healthy for the first time in 2, 3, 4 years. I feel pretty good, pretty comfortable, pretty confident. And, you know, we got there, and like you said, ground and pound, that's what I do. And I'm going to count on it this time as well, because he's a very good, well-rounded fighter. Probably the best in the world, like you said, but intangibles come into play, and I'm going to find a way to win this fight. I think maybe he has respect for me, which is good. I have respect for him as well, but well, once the fight starts, it's all out the door. And what you can do, you will show, and we'll find out.
Boss Rutan, this one could get very interesting very quickly. It's the inventor of the ground and pound in Coleman, and a ground and pound specialist himself in Emelianenko. What are the keys to victory for Emelianenko?
Emelianenko has to keep this fight on his feet. If not, he has to make sure that he's going to end up in Mark Coleman's guard, because he's very strong from the position from being in the guard of somebody. He's got those haymakers. They're unbelievable. I've never seen anybody in the world hitting that hard. So he's that dangerous coming from me. I'm saying that hard he hits. Mark Coleman has to make sure that he's going to take him down, stay on top, pass the guard, because Fedor probably right away will go for the guard, pass the guard, go to side mount, start raining knees, north-south position, and then we all go back in a flashback. We go back to the Grand Prix in 2000, what he did to īᴅᴇGP. If he can do the same thing, start raining knees from the north-south position on his head, Mark can win this fight.
Something tells me we're going to see a lot of these in this matchup. Let's find out, shall we?
Boss, it has been an incredibly eventful first round thus far, and it culminates with this, the main event of the opening round, Total Elimination 2004, and it features the Pride Heavyweight Champion, Fyodor Emelianenko, taking on the 2000 Pride Grand Prix Heavyweight Champion in Mark the Hammer Coleman. And believe me, after what we've seen transpire so far tonight, I think anything can happen. You're right.
I told you before with Kevin, same thing, same with Mark. He might win this fight. And here he comes with his belt, his 2000 Grand Prix belt.
Mark Coleman, first off, boss, before we go any further, wants to say a great big hello to two very special people in his life, and those are his two daughters, Mackenzie and Morgan. We know that they are watching, and Mackenzie and Morgan, we want to pass along to you this very special message, something you know already, but your dad, Mark, just wants you to know that he loves you very, very much, and win or lose, he is coming home very soon to you. So, Mackenzie and Morgan, Dad is dedicating this one to you, and we know it's going to be a tremendous fight between the inventor right there of the ground and pound and someone who many believe may have even taken it to the next level in Emelianenko Fyodor, or Fyodor Emelianenko as it's supposed to be said. And by the way,
you're doing it good. You know what?
Fyodor Emelianenko.
Fyodor. And you are going to be attacked on the internet now because everybody says Fedor. And you are wrong, they say. But we asked Fedor, actually you asked Fyodor, and he says no, it's Fyodor.
It's
okay,
Fyodor
so everybody at home, please don't hit the keyboards and
exactly.
start backing down on him.
Take a break off the keyboards. It is Fyodor Emelianenko, thank you very much. But don't worry, boss, they'll still say something about it perhaps. In any event, this is the main event. Someone we have come to know over the years as a legend is Mark the Hammer Coleman. Boss, the 42,110 fans selling out the Saitama Super Arena, teeming with anticipation for this, the main event of the first round, Total Elimination 2004. Coleman is 39, 6'1", 232 pounds, representing Hammer House.
182センチ、108.5キロ、
Emelianenko is 27, 6'1", 237 pounds, now a member of the Red Devil Fight Club.
And actually, Kay Grant, the announcer, said his name right. Fyodor.
Yes, Fyodor, that's correct.
Hey.
Kay Grant, of course, the best ring announcer in MMA. And here we have it, my friends.
Look at this, the respect here.
Big time respect. The inventor of the ground and pound. And Emelianenko, of course, has looked up to Mark Coleman. These two fighters bringing to an end the first round of this tournament. You cannot tell me, boss, that Mark Coleman is not inspired by what happened earlier tonight when his protege, when his good friend Kevin Randleman defeated Mirko Cro Cop, and now Coleman on top of Emelianenko in the corner.
He's got him down. That's one thing for sure, but can he hold him down? Yes, he can or not. He's got an underhook. Yes, he can hold him down. Of course he can hold him down.
Physically, these two are very similar.
He's going for a choke now.
Coleman, 12 years older than Emelianenko. And now he has the hooks in, but again, there he is going for a rear naked choke, is Coleman. But you can see Emelianenko doing the right thing there, boss, tucking his chin and turning to the side, and in no danger whatsoever.
Yeah, Coleman should try to climb on top right now, because otherwise he might turn himself, Fedor that is, and otherwise Coleman needs to get his guard really, really tight around him. Which is a little bit dangerous, because if you cross your feet, you can be leg locked. Yeah, they're half locked.
Of course,
it's very difficult to choke somebody, especially with these gloves, I'm telling you. If you know the right move to defend yourself.
Oh, and there, what you've always suggested, boss, from the under the arm, reining in some right hands now. A good transition there by Emelianenko.
He's going
for the guillotine.
He's going to lift him up. Coleman is going to lift him up. He's got to go in between his legs and he's got to lift him up. This is what's going to happen. Watch.
Looking for that crotch throw is Coleman. And popping his head out is Coleman. But now he's met with a couple of left and rights, and there's a knee, but Coleman comes back with a single leg.
He's
going
holding
for the
the
double leg
legs.
now and picking them up.
He was holding the ropes. Fedor was holding the ropes.
Nice takedown by Coleman.
Don't let him get the guard.
Open guard.
Yes, cradle down.
In Coleman's corner, we have Kevin Randleman, victorious earlier tonight over Mirko Cro Cop, as well as the Iceman Chuck Liddell and Wes Sims. In Emelianenko's corner, Alexander Emelianenko, his brother, and Vladimir Goranov.
He's got
here's the armbar. And Coleman at the tap.
Oh, no.
And Fyodor Emelianenko submits Mark the Hammer Coleman with the armbar. Fyodor Emelianenko, the Pride Heavyweight Champion, submits the 2000 Grand Prix champion. And at 2 minutes and 11 seconds of the opening round, Fyodor Emelianenko is on his way to critical countdown. And he will advance to the Great Eight, June 20th.
Everybody thought that Fyodor was a ground and pound fighter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he does know submissions.
And he is celebrating there, hugging with his brother, while a dejected and despondent Mark Coleman kneels down, taking a moment now to console himself. Fyodor Emelianenko doing the right thing, coming over. And this is what makes this sport so great and so wonderful. Perhaps the passing of the torch is now official. Coleman doing the sportsmanlike thing and raising the arm of the victorious Fyodor Emelianenko. And let's take a look here, boss.
Okay, here we go, and watch how he sets it up. It's high guard, real high guard, and he's got it already. My God, he switches him in like a middleweight or a lightweight. Very fast. So, next opponent, be aware. He does know submissions. And very good, too.
2 minutes, 11 seconds of the first round. The Pride Heavyweight Champion, Fyodor Emelianenko, as we take a look one more time, boss. There you see it. From underneath, able to extend the arm. And now let's listen to our heavyweight champion as he addresses the crowd. A successful return to Pride for Fyodor Emelianenko.
Марку Колману. Это великий боец. Я отдаю ему дань уважения. А также хочу сказать большое спасибо вам, болельщикам Прайда и боев без правил.
Yep, he's probably saying that he's very happy. And he's explaining to the people that, hey, listen, I cannot only punch, but I can do some submissions too.
He mentioned Mark Coleman's name, and I would venture to guess that he is giving him all the props and respect in the world as the crowd here applauds him. We're getting the translation right now. He thanks the crowd. He thanks Mark Coleman. And really, let's face it, Mark Coleman has meant so much to the sport, boss. He was a two-time UFC tournament champion, former undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, the 2000 Pride Grand Prix tournament champion, and really, even though he lost rather quickly, I really don't believe that this is the end for Mark Coleman.
No. There's no pointing a mark. I know. He will be back.
And Fyodor Emelianenko wrapped up his address to the crowd by saying he's going to make them very happy in this ring. And let's, one more time, take a look. As the fighters now are being introduced, the ones who have advanced to critical countdown, Heath Herring is now making his way to the ring. Sergey Haratonov. We can tell you that Heath Herring at 4 minutes and 53 seconds of round one via technical knockout defeated Takahashi. At 4 minutes and 14 seconds of the first round, Sergey Haratonov knocked out Murillo Ninja Hua. At 4 minutes and 4 seconds of the opening round, Giant Silva via Kimura submission defeated Santoriu. 5 minutes and 2 seconds of round one, Semi Schilt with the armbar submission vanquished Gan McGee. Then it was Naoya Ogawa at 1 minute and 34 seconds with a choke submitting Stefan Blitz Leko, and then 1 minute 57 seconds and probably the most shocking upset of the year in mixed martial arts, and that by no means discredits Kevin the Monster Randleman, but he knocked out one of the heavy favorites to go all the way in this tournament in Mirko Krokop.
Yep, he did.
And then in a fight that was very entertaining, 1 minute and 50, or make that 25 seconds of round number two with a very unorthodox choke. The interim heavyweight champion Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira took care of Hirotaka Yokoi, suffering his first loss after 10 victories. And then in our main event, 2 minutes 11 seconds of the first round, Fyodor Emelianenko with the armbar submission over Mark the Hammer Coleman.
You know what? It was a great evening. I know that the people at home, they're going to be psyched after this because I think this is one of the best Pride shows that we ever had. And if I say one of the best Pride shows, it's got to be good because we had many good Pride shows. Pride is just the best, guys. Everybody can see it. Everybody, I mean, look at this. Look at the organization. You see the crowd. Look at the people on the screen right now.
Look at the shot in the screen right now.
What I'm talking to you about. You remember everybody's camaraderie. Everybody likes each other.
The 8 participants in the ring right now, posing for pictures. What an event that this sets up June 20th on pay-per-view, Critical Countdown. We can also tell you that it has now officially been announced Kazushi Sakuraba will return to participate on June 20th. But man, oh man, what kind of permutations this sets up. A great 8 in Heath Herring, Sergey Haratonov, Giant Silva, Sammy Schilt, Naoya Ogawa, Kevin Randleman, as well as Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira and Fyodor Emelianenko. My, oh my, boss.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, boss? Look at them. They're all standing there, and they're all hugging, and they're all happy. But in June, they're going to have to fight each other. It's the craziest part.
That's what mixed martial arts is all about. It's about respect. And, boss, we should tell them the next time we'll be on pay-per-view. It's coming up very soon, May 23rd. It is Bushido Volume 3. The main event is going to be the Pride middleweight champion, Wanderlei Silva from the vaunted Shootbox team, taking on Japanese superstar, Pancrase veteran, yes, Yuki Kondo. Man, oh man, that's going to be exciting.
It's like I told you before, man, this fight could be the fight of the night. It's going to be the fight of the night, but that could be the fight of the year. Yuki Kondo is very close level to Wanderlei Silva. But let's go back here to the ring, because we have some addressing here in the ring, and the people ask us to address, to look at the part, look at our screen, and to see what people have to say. We're standing there right now, knowing that they're going to have to fight each other.
I'm very glad to be back here in Pride, and thank you for all your support. Thank you.
Sam Shield. Some people. It's combo on right now, maybe. I don't know what time it is.
Well, guys, I got to get me one of these belts.
Yeah,
it's after 6 o'clock. Out of place. These two guys got one. I need one too. So, looking forward to seeing you guys in August. Back in June, I got to go fight that next fight and then go on. See you guys then.
And of course, Heath Herring wanted us to give a big shout out to his buddies who are serving over in Iraq. And, you know, here we are with the camaraderie in the ring. And, you know, it truly is. We wish that there was more peace in the world. We don't want to turn this into a political statement by any means, boss. But he just wanted to say hello to his friends who are in the Army serving in Iraq. And we'll be back, of course, with Critical Countdown in June. As Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira now addresses the crowd.
E que vocês torçam para mim em junho novamente. Abraço, muito obrigado, Japão.
And he, of course, is saying hello.
Thank you. Obrigado. That's thank you. That's one thing I know.
I'm so happy, boss, that you speak so many different languages. Because Pride is a universal company, a universal organization. We have fighters from all over the world, and many different countries will be represented June 20th with Critical Countdown. And here he is from Brazil, Giant Silva.
God bless you. Thank you.
Well put by the Giant. And he just wanted to thank the crowd as well. Nogueira thanked the crowd for their support, promising them to show them a very good fight in June.
Okay, Kevin on the mic.
Kevin the Monster Randleman.
Look at the audience.
If there's one thing Kevin Randleman is very good at,
fight champions,
it's talking to the crowd.
It won't stop there. So you guys bring your friends back. Make sure you're watching the pay-per-views, because you guys will never, ever see a better show on earth than the Pride and Ogawa Chicken Hustle.
A little bit of a challenge already made. Fantastic fighter, fantastic talker. Kevin Randleman is just taking it to the next level tonight, boss.
Oh, yes. That is what happens. You don't have to lean down. You can eat what you eat. You know, that is a natural way. That's just a way that he fights the best. Here we got Fyodor.
И поддержали нас, спортсменов.
Speaking of Naoya Ogawa.
And the chicken.
After the comment by Kevin the Monster Randleman has brought him from the dressing room, and he is a member of the final 8 contingent, so it's interesting that he wasn't in the ring to begin with. A very interesting person is Naoya Ogawa.
Yeah.
To say the least. Also, Fyodor Emelianenko, we can tell you, has thanked everyone for their support.
Did you see Kevin Randleman made the chicken wing for like a second when he walked in. Is that what they call the chicken dance?
I finally found something that you're not very good at there, boss. That's
singing?
A musical interlude.
Come on, man. I did karaoke. I get an inflection on her. Stars.
Naoya Ogawa has just said that he will try to do his best again. Well, on this night, his best was good enough as he put away Stefan Leko via choke submission. There you see Nobuhiko Takada, Pride official, as he congratulates the contingent who has advanced to the final 8. And again, the date to mark down is June 20th. Available only on pay-per-view. The return of Kazushi Sakuraba and more fighters to be announced. It is going to be a tremendous night of action as we make our way to Final Conflict in August. Now, again, as mentioned, the next time we'll be on pay-per-view is May 23rd. The feature bout is going to be Vanderlei Silva versus Yuki Kondo. More matches to be announced. If you want more information, make sure you log on to pridefc.com.
思いとは本当にありがとうございました。そしてお疲れ様でした。それから次への期待、そしてこの強い男たちへの尊敬を込めて、一声かけたいと思います。いいですか？はい。
All right, well, thank you very much to Heath Herring for joining us. Thank you very much to the Iceman, Chuck Liddell, for joining us. And, of course, thank you to you for joining us. And as we continue with the fighters in the ring, Mr. Takada has just said thanks to everyone for coming out, thanks to the fans. And we want to thank all the fighters because they are indeed, each and every one of them, the man. And we will find out soon enough who the man of this tournament is. And on that note, for Boss Rutan, I am Mauro Ranallo saying thank you for watching Total Elimination 2004. The fun has just begun. We will see you next May 23rd for Bushido Volume 3, and then it is Critical Countdown on June 20th. From the Saitama Super Arena, we bid you all a good night.
Hasta la vista, baby. I told you in the pre-fight analysis that if he's on, and he might change the whole show. And you did, Gavin. You surprised us. I knew that if it was going to go to the ground, it was a big favor of you. And you said it yourself, too. You said, but if he stays on the feet, he's probably going to win. But you gave him a left hook from hell, went down and hammer fist the hell out of him. It was unbelievable, man. What were your thoughts?
Well, one, for sure, and you know me, boss, I don't pull no punches. I was nervous as hell going out there, but I practiced with the greatest coach in the world, Mark Coleman. God bless us all, for sure. But I went out there and I knew that he was going to throw that right kick. So I just wanted to protect that right kick for that right kick, and I came out and shot so that he would think more about me shooting.
Yep.
And then when as you know, all kickers, you have to open your hips to throw the kick.
Yep.
I saw him open up his hips, and when I raised my arm in the air, he dropped the right side of his arm, which left it open like for a ninja. My left is my deadliest punch, but people don't understand that. And I was on, like you said, if I was on, I was going to win this fight.
You know what? I thought the setup that you did, you shot, you had him in the corner, you locked up. Referee came, you like to shut him up. Then right away, you straight in for the shot, boom, and he sprawled. And right away, you made a move, and he thought it was a takedown. You go, crack!
Yes.
And there was the left hook. Was that the plan?
I finally listened to Mark Coleman. I finally listened to him after all these years, after all these fights. I finally listened to him shoot, and come up with a left hook. And that's what I did because my right bicep is still very, very bad.
Yep.
But for everybody back home, my family, I want you guys to see it free at last, and I'm in that Black Knight. I want you to understand it for all the Japanese fans, for you, boss, and all the fans here, for my friends back home, for Yuki, for Yukino, and everyone that out there that gave me some props, and the 6% of you guys that thought I could win. I guarantee you, don't think for one fucking minute that I'm not going to take this belt back to Ohio. Feeder, Semi, and all of them, they still have to worry about the midget.
You did a good job, buddy.
God bless you, bro.
Okay, man. Congratulations. Go party. Go party.
No parties.
No parties?
No.
Tonight, come on.
I'll party with you only if you're going to come with.
Antonio, you surprised everyone with that choke there at the finish. What exactly was that?
Yeah, one kind of spinning choke. We trained. I did that before. My brother is very good at the kind of choke, but we trained a lot just last week, and Mario helped me to improve. So I was doing very good, and I was pretty confident to get this choke. Just before the fight, he just asked me like 10 times, "What are we going to do if he go to the double?" I said, "We're going to do the kind of choke, and it works."
Right on. Congratulations. Yokoi proved to be a very tough opponent for you tonight. What did you think of him with the challenge he gave you?
Yeah, he was when they made this match. They make this match, and I know he was a tough guy, and he's very good judo. He got good throws. He throw me and stay away from my attacks from the bottom. He played to make the fight get long. You know what I mean? And he didn't come inside. Tried many times. But he did a good show. He's a tough guy. He proved that, and he took some shots standing up. He showed he's a very tough guy. But I was waiting till the right moment to do something.
You're one step closer now to realizing your goal of winning this entire tournament. What more do you think you have to work on to get there?
Work on my throws, I think. I got to improve this part also. And I want to get a little bit strong, stronger than now. I'm too light. I want to gain maybe 6 pounds to get a little bit stronger than now. And keep training boxing, keep training my jiu-jitsu skills, and I improve more my wrestling.
All right, Antonio, congratulations once again, and good luck.
Thank you very much, and thanks to everybody there in America to watch Pride now.
Hey everybody, I'm here with yet another K1 superstar, and this one is the champion, Mark Hunt, and he decided to join the best martial arts organization in the world, the Pride Fighting Championship. Mark, how did you come to this decision?
Well, it wasn't very hard. I wanted to challenge something new. I've already become the K1 champion, and I just thought this is another mountain I can climb. Maybe I can try something new. So Pride was a new challenge, and a real big challenge, and the best mixed martial arts in the world. So
there you go.
I wanted to be here.
And was Mirko Krokop has something to do with it? You thought, what, Mirko is doing pretty good over there. Maybe I should go there.
Yeah, that too.
Have you been working on the ground? Uh-oh.
Yes, I have been at a bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yep.
You have some good gyms there where you live?
Yeah, it was just, like I said, a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's a good trainer I've had in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Marcello is from the Gracie clan, one of the branches, so yeah, he's been pretty good.
You've been training with a gi or without a gi?
Without gi.
Yeah, this is very important. Please stay with that, Don't let anybody fool you and tell you, train with a gi, because it's totally different. So when is going to be the show? When are we going to see Mark Hunt?
June. June is when I'm going to be here as a Pride fighter.
Man, I know that everybody's really looking forward to it because, like I said, Mirko is doing a real good job here at the Pride, and we need another real good striker. And I know that you are tough as nails because I've seen you getting hit so hard and you don't even flinch. So I think this is going to be a great asset to the Pride Fighting Championship.
Yeah, I hope so.
And you're looking at chasing forward, chasing around the ring again, aren't you?
Yes, and just stay away from those high kicks of people like Mirko and that,
But what would you do if you fight a guy like Antonio Nogueira? I mean, that is a total different ball game for you. I mean, he's a ground fighter and you're a striker. Obviously, you have to work with wrestlers to defend yourself from a takedown?
Yeah, what I would do normally is just go in every other fight, is learn as much as I can with the groundwork, but just pretty much fight like I think it's fiddle.
Yeah.
Fiddle, yeah, and just strike. I think that's the best I can do.
Just go at it as a train, bulldozer, whatever you're going to call it, tank actually, because you just go straight through and get them.
10 minutes is a long time, so you got to pace yourself a bit. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Like I said, I can't really say right now, but I'll be training pretty hard for this event. So yeah.
Okay, so you've been training already.
Already, yeah.
Okay, you've been training already also for the 10-minute round, like you said, and you're going to have 2 extra 5-minute rounds afterwards. But it's like you said, a lot of fighters who come from other companies, they come in and they say, you know what, it really breaks me up. The first 10 minutes is too long. A 10-minute round takes a lot of power.
Yeah, it does. I can imagine. Like I said, I have not done it before, but I will be doing so.
All right.
I will be here.
There you hear it. Hey, yet another one coming in. And, man, I'm really looking forward. Thank you very much for this interview. And I see you in June.
Yeah, no worries. See you all in June.
He's already holding an arm, so it looks like he's going to go for an armbar. But he is blazing away with hammer fists. Who says that hammer fists are not effective? Look at this. And as you can see, he doesn't really hit it with the soft part of his hand, but with the bone, with the bone of the wrist. A nice hit right there.
And now going to work on the body is Herring with those left hands. And now one shot to the head. And Herring, busy going downstairs and upstairs, has the high base.
Good, he works the body and then goes to the head. That's a perfect combination. A little bit, yes. Mix it up with right straight or hammer fist.
Or hammer fist, and call it any which way you want to, boss. Takahashi calls it pain at this stage of the game. We are into the 5th minute of round number 1. And it's been a seesaw battle, but now it's Herring on top in the guard of Takahashi, and he'll try to pass this somehow, or maybe go for the can opener.
Yeah, he tried the can opener there, but he's fighting against Takahashi. He knows all the submissions. Can opener is easy to escape. You just have to switch your hip to the side, to the left, or the right, and it's off.
Takahashi comes into this fight with a record of 26 wins, 17 losses, 3 draws, a veteran at Pancrase, making his first appearance in Pride. Heath Herring, of course, a Pride veteran, his 15th appearance with a record of 10-4.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is not the Heath Herring we saw in the last 2 fights. He's going right away from the back. Bang, the bell rang, and he's starting.
And this is the Heath Herring that many fans will remember a couple of years ago in that thrilling title battle. Oh, he said this is it. Heath Herring has just knocked out Yoshiki Takahashi
with a back fist, with a hammer fist.
And Heath Herring dispatches Yoshiki Takahashi in round number 1. A game competitor was Takahashi. And there we have it, boss. Looks like Hua, boss. Almost looks like when he's going for a right hand, almost telegraphing it a bit, the way he's looping it there, as Haratonov seems the crisper puncher right now.
Yeah, absolutely right. And what he does also, if he gives a left straight, he's looking down. Look.
Again, 4-inch height advantage for Haratonov, so it gives him the reach advantage. But don't discount Hua. As Boss Rutan has said on many occasions, this guy's got the stamina, the never-say-die attitude, and we are watching a very exciting opening 3 minutes here between Haratonov and Hua. Hua, of course, goes downstairs with a kick, perhaps setting him up for a takedown.
Yeah, I think he should throw more left low kicks inside leg and
set up a shot.
Yeah, right straight. Nice body shots. Sergey has some good right body shots.
Very focused is Haratonov. Sticking to his game plan. Just firing off those single shots, the left jab, gauging the distance. Nice body shot.
Oh, those going to count, trust me. That could take away the stamina that I was talking about.
Vanderlei Silva shouting out instructions to Hua. Hua now tries to get inside, and that's where he'll have to be if he wants to be successful against the taller fighter. And so far, Haratonov has done a superlative job of keeping Hua at bay.
Yeah, and again, his body shots are perfect. They're not to deliver, but to the other side, which is the milk. And that hurts too. Look at that.
Did you think that they would be standing so late into the round, boss? Your 4 minutes. Many people thought that Haratonov would try to take him to the ground, but so far we're seeing that he is a very effective striker.
Very effective. Again, I tell you now, the 5th time, his body shots. Look at his body shots. Right body shot, and then he gives a left hook to the head. Watch what he does. Body shot and a head shot. Boom, boom, and it goes up.
Doing a very good job, and it looks like those body shots are starting to take their toll. That is Stanger Gorilla Ninjahua. He's along the ropes, and he's gone. He's out. Sergei Haratonov has knocked out Ninjahua.
Unbelievable.
In stunning fashion, Sergei Haratonov has knocked out Gorilla Ninjahua to advance to critical countdown in June. What a display by Sergei Haratonov. Anytime Mirko Cro Cop is in the ring, Kevin Randleman
Excellent.
attacks him right away, Heath.
Very smart. This was a very smart move from Kevin.
He's got to take him down, though.
Yep.
Randleman has him hemmed in the corner, looking for the body lock, the underhooks. And they are in a stalemate. Now with the full body lock, Randleman has Cro Cop.
Cro Cop's going to push his chin backwards. You watch, with his palms underneath his chin. Kevin is already pressing his head out, so he can't do it.
It's also very important here to notice Cro Cop's expending a lot of energy trying to hold Kevin away. Kevin's actually using his weight to hold Cro Cop. Of course, Cro Cop's actually having to use actual strength.
Good point, Herring. And Heath Herring, of course, victorious over Takahashi earlier tonight, advancing to the Elite 8 critical countdown coming up June 20th. And remember, Randleman, a 2-time NCAA Division I wrestling champion, knows all about the takedown.
Oh, yes, he does. He had, like, I think, Ohio State champion, like I said. He had over 155 wrestling matches.
Very illustrious career.
Record of 14-7 in MMA, making his 6th appearance here in Pride. Record of 3-2.
Not good.
Yeah, no, but he didn't do anything with the lockup. He should have tried to take him down, so that's why if he came in, he got to watch out, keep his hand up, because the kick is coming. Kick is coming.
He's setting him up right now.
Yeah, and it's going to go to the body if he keeps his hand
Keep
too
that
high.
right hand up, Kevin. Come on, right.
Yep. He's got to shoot it now.
Yeah, you see it coming.
There's the takedown attempt by Randleman with a shot back up to his feet. Excellent. And by Randleman. Knocks down Cro Cop. Unbelievable.
Who would have guessed that?
Randleman has Cro Cop on his back.
It's over. Unbelievable.
Randleman has knocked down Mirko Cro Cop. The monster has knocked down Mirko Cro Cop. Kevin Randleman has knocked down Mirko Cro Cop.
Oh, my God.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute, 57 seconds, who said things cannot happen in the world of mixed martial arts? Mirko Cro Cop, considered to be one of the top 3 favorites to go all the way. Kevin the Monster Randleman. Nogueira with an overall record of 21-2-1. This is his 11th appearance in the Pride Fighting Championships. A record of 9-1. His only loss, of course, coming against Fyodor Emelianenko, where he lost the heavyweight championship. There's a looping right hand that misses by Yokoi. There's a knee to the gut, but a nice judo takedown by Yokoi. North-south position.
Look at this, how he gets up. See
Escape by Nogueira. Wow. Yokoi has some tricks.
Impressive.
As I would say, up his sleeve, boss, and you're supposed to say...
No, he's not wearing any sleeves.
Okay, thank you. There's some combinations being delivered there by Nogueira.
Nogueira should really start pressing the fight. That's what I think. Press, make him tired.
He's throwing good combinations, and he needs to just step it up a little more, throw a few more, and move in more.
Definitely have to increase the tempo, start dictating the pace of this fight, because you're right, Yokoi, while he has definitely impressed, is beginning to fatigue. As you can see even there, the way he's backing up, he's on wobbly legs.
Nice knee to the body there.
Looking, and there's a sloppy shot.
And knees to the head. Oh, my God.
He's got the...
In a bad position, he's starting to get knee to the head.
choke. It's choke. Yep, it's a choke.
Interesting choke.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, nice. With a neat little choke there, Chuck.
I've never seen that choke. That was pretty creative.
That was a top team special. That's what I think for sure.
An unorthodox choke by Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. He neatly puts away on top of Emelianenko in the corner.
He's got him down. That's one thing for sure, but can he hold him down? Yes, he can or not. He's got an underhook. Yes, he can hold him down. Of course he can hold him down.
Physically,
the full mount.
These two are very similar.
He's going for a choke now.
Coleman, 12 years older than Emelianenko. And now he has the hooks in, but again, there he is going for a rear naked choke, is Coleman. But you can see Emelianenko doing the right thing there, boss, tucking his chin and turning to the side, and in no danger whatsoever.
Yeah, Coleman should try to climb on top right now, because otherwise he might turn himself, Fedor that is, and otherwise Coleman needs to get his guard really, really tight around him. Which is a little bit dangerous, because if you cross your feet, you can be leg locked. Yeah, they're half locked. Of course, it's very difficult to choke somebody, especially with these gloves, I'm telling you. If you know the right move to defend yourself.
Oh, and there, what you've always suggested, boss, from the under the arm, reining in some right hands now. A good transition there by Emelianenko.
He's going for the guillotine. He's going to lift him up. Coleman is going to lift him up. He's got to go in between his legs and he's got to lift him up. This is what's going to happen. Watch.
Looking for that crotch throw is Coleman. And popping his head out is Coleman. But now he's met with a couple of left and right. And there's a knee, but Coleman comes back with a single leg.
He's
going
holding
for the double leg now and picking them up.
He was holding the ropes. Fedor was holding the ropes.
Nice takedown by Coleman.
Don't let him get the guard.
Open guard.
Yes, bring him down.
In Coleman's corner, we have Kevin Randleman, victorious earlier tonight over Mirko Krokop, as well as the Iceman Chuck Liddell and Wes Sims. In Emelianenko's corner, Alexander Emelianenko, his brother, and Vladimir Goranov.
He's got
here's the armbar. And Coleman at the tap. And Fyodor Emelianenko submits Mark the Hammer Coleman with the armbar. Fyodor Emelianenko, the Pride Heavyweight Champion, submits the 2000 Grand Prix champion, and at 2 minutes and 11 seconds of the opening.
Since the dawn of time, man has fought man, whether it be war or one-on-one combat, and the fighting spirit is born within every human being. And with that being said, the sport of fighting has evolved over the centuries to become a spectator event. That's why in the late 90s, the Japanese took the sport of fighting to the next level. They created Pride Fighting Championships, a venue where real men could do battle for not only the right to be called the world's best fighter, but also a competition for one's pride.
The Pride Fighting Championships is the best organization in the world.
It's a good event, it's a big event, you know, and right now I think it's the best event ever.
It's the best company, they have the best fighters, and definitely the toughest competition. So it's like, if you consider yourself a very serious fighter, that's the place to be fighting.
You'll get to see a lot of different kinds of athletes doing a lot of different things, and it's entertaining.
Pride's a great show, and as an organization, as a show, as a pay-per-view event, as a live event, they've got one of the premier shows on the planet. It's a treat to watch.
Ever since the beginning, I can tell you that I've been a huge fan.
and it's nice to have seen the evolution of it, actually. It's come a long, long way. In comparison to what goes on in the States, I think it's so much more honorable here. I don't know whether it's the Japanese people. I would imagine that's what it is. The Japanese fans are just being over here. It's totally different.
Japan is the country where it all started. The samurai, it came from Japan. The Japanese people, they love the fighters. If they win or they lose, they don't care. You know, so if you are a fighter and you go to Pride, which is the biggest organization in the world, you have a chance to fight there. And then even when you lose, you're in their eyes still a winner because you're a warrior. You had the guts to get into the ring. That's the best feeling in the world.
Within the ring of Pride, you'll find real athletes with real fighting skills. Warriors who have dedicated their lives to a particular style of fighting. All of these styles come together to prove just who is the strongest fighter in the world. And that question will be answered within the ring of Pride Fighting Championships, where real men vow to fight for their pride.
The best thing that God could give me are enemies. So that pushes forward to get better and to be able to improve ourselves in order to beat them.
They're very well trained. They train for situations like that every day, 2 or 3 times a day.
Wins make me feel very exciting, complete myself.
Boxing and all the other stuff, that's all good and dandy, but when you come to watch a Pride show, you're going to see someone get their butt kicked.
It's 2 people who choose to be there. In the ring, they signed a contract, they trained, he trained, the other one trained.
The fans can always expect a good show when they watch Pride.
That's it. The fun part comes fight night when you can feel that win within your grasp.
So discover what millions of fight fans already know. There's no fight like a Pride fight.
It's just a lot of action, and both guys want to win. Both guys train as hard as possible.
Pride's just blown up. We're going to blow this whole thing up.
And it's the most basic form of competition.
So that is the allure of it, is who's going to go down, who's going to be the bigger man, who's going to take damage and continue on. That's the story.
If you want to see real fighting for what it really is, watch Pride, because Pride will show you exactly what it's about.
Pride Fighting Championships. You've never seen fights like these.
We're here at the Osaka Dome in Japan, and a huge crowd is expected for Pride Fighting Championships' much anticipated first round of its middleweight tournament. Welcome to Total Elimination 2005. Alongside El Guapo Boss Rudin, I'm Mauro Ranallo. Tonight, 16 of the top fighters on the planet begin their quest to be the best in Pride's ultra-competitive middleweight division. And Boss, when you take a look at the lineup, the favorite going in has to be the defending Pride World Middleweight and 2003 tournament champion, Wanderlei Silva. Now, having said that, this tourney features the deepest talent pool in MMA history. And as you can see, my partner here having a little trouble controlling his excitement. Boss, give us your thoughts on what should be a memorable event.
Oh, Mauro, I'm so happy to be here. And you mentioned Wanderlei Silva. Well, now, Wanderlei Silva, in order to pull this one off, he has to be in even a better shape because the amount of fighters, the level is out of control. Just to be a part of this tournament already makes you #1. Now, we can talk about it, we can analyze, we can do anything we want, but let's take a look at the fighters who are going to fight tonight.
The fighters and matchups scheduled for Pride's 2005 middleweight tournament opening round are Wanderlei Silva, Silva, also known as the Axe Murderer, is Pride's current middleweight champion and was also the champion of Pride's 2003 middleweight tournament. Incredibly, this Brazilian fighter hasn't lost a middleweight fight in almost 5 years. Silva's specialty is Muay Thai kickboxing, and this aggressive fighter has devastating knockout power.
Bring on Silva that he has a day with Silva October 31st. And Silva now has Kondo on the run, and he knocks him down. There's a stop, another stop, and he is finished.
Wanderlei Silva will be facing Tadahiko Yoshida. Yoshida is fast becoming one of the biggest MMA stars in Japan. This former Olympic judo gold medalist is still fairly new to the sport of MMA fighting, but is definitely earning respect.
Well, what he would do, he just comes in and you can take him down. There he is, taking him down. Oh, there's a good high roundhouse left.
Yes.
And there's a knee to the left knee. And now they are exchanging blows. Both fighters getting some in, a big right hook. This is how I expected him to come out in the first round, Bob. Oh, good knees. And a good right by Yoshida. And another one as the blows exchange.
Dan Henderson. This American fighter has set his sights on Pride's middleweight tournament belt, also known as Hollywood Henderson. He trains with the legendary Team Quest and is not just an accomplished wrestler, but also possesses some brutal punching power.
Cannot take it down. There's that right hand again. There it is. It doesn't look good here. This does not look good for him, yo. But Shungo was the one that moved, and Dan dropped the bomb, and Dan jumped right on him. Really getting, right hand. And a takedown. The fight is almost over, boss. It's almost over. There it is.
Henderson is going to have his hands full with Antonio Rogerio Nogueira. The twin brother of one of Pride's best heavyweight fighters, now Nogueira is looking to do the same as his brother, but in Pride's middleweight division, as he too is all about the ground game. This Brazilian jiu-jitsu expert not only wants to win the 2005 tournament, but also has his last name to defend.
That looks good to me so far. Oh, he's got it. Whoa, what a nice move by Nogueira. He gets him with the arm.
Alistair Overeem. The Demolition Man from Holland may be young, but he has his 6'5", 200-pound frame to back him up. Not only is Overeem schooled in kickboxing, but also possesses some devastating knockout power.
Holland, there's one thing I can tell you 100% no. That was good head. There was the right knee to the solar plexus. It was the right knee to the solar plexus. It finished it out.
And
hit the body.
Batman is in trouble. Batman.
He's down there.
Alistair will be defending the Pride name against Vitor Belfort. This Brazilian returns to Pride Fighting Championships, but now representing the UFC. Skilled in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, this UFC fighter will have his hands full when he steps back into the Pride ring.
He's got it. Oh, my. There's no way to get out. That. A quick show by Vitor Belfort.
Igor Volchenchin. This fighter from the Ukraine has an impressive 44 wins and only 7 losses in his long fighting career. Now previously a heavyweight, Igor is now looking to take control of the middleweight division by winning Pride's 2005 middleweight tournament.
The Croatian sensation, who, by the way, is nice. That's it. That one right hand turns out the lights.
Igor will be looking to pound his way through Yuki Kondo. Don't let the small size of Kondo fool you. This Japanese fighter has over 63 fights under his belt and has developed a fighting style that is respected by all, especially his opponents.
He keeps standing. Look. And that's over.
Quentin Rampage Jackson. This tough American fighter from the South possesses a devastating fight style and is hungry for the Pride belt. And be sure, Rampage Jackson will have a few tricks up his sleeve.
There.
No, it's dangerous. He's got to get out.
Trying. Oh, Dan, I told you, he picked him up and slammed him to the
He's
ground.
out! He's out! He knocked him out! Unbelievable!
Back in February at Pride's Fists of Fire event, Quentin received a challenge.
I'll fight Shogun. I didn't want to fight you at first, but it's my job to fight. So I get paid to fight. I fight anybody for the right money with enough time to train.
So Rampage will now face Mauricio Shogun Rua. This 23-year-old Brazilian is considered one of the top young guns in the sport of fighting. Shogun is well on his way to becoming the top middleweight fighter in the world, and he's looking forward to stomping out his opponents.
We anticipated, boss.
Yep, and there's the first.
Stop fight at Spark. This guy means business, ladies and gentlemen, and look at him, another stop. How much is the referee going to allow?
Kazushi Sakuraba. Sakuraba is known as the Gracie Hunter because of his phenomenal victories over the legendary Gracie fighter family. Now be sure, this Japanese fighter and his unorthodox fighting style will be a force in this year's middleweight tournament.
Uh-oh.
Trouble.
He's got it.
He's got it. He got it. Wow. He got it.
Now, Sakuraba will be facing Yoon Dong-sik. The only Korean fighter in the middleweight tournament will bring his judo skills to the Pride ring and look to move on to the second round. Kevin Randleman. This American fighter, affectionately known as the Monster, will bring not only his superior wrestling skills, but heavy hands. Kevin Randleman is one of the toughest fighters to ever enter the Pride ring.
Randleman, the shot back up to his feet. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And by Randleman has crawled up on his back. It's over, it's over, it's over. Unbelievable. Randleman has knocked out Go.
Kevin will be facing Kazuhiro Nakamura. This young Japanese fighter is climbing the ranks of Pride, trying to